What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Hi, happy Sunday. I know what day of the week it is today.
These mic stands suck. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. Oh, I was supposed to get rid of the Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah, but if you do that, you're gonna have to recenter the prompt.
Um,
So just leave it.
yeah, well,
It's too late.
no, it's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late.
Hey, timepiece, nice to see ya. He's so quiet in the Discord chats, but I
Literally
don't
this
even
easy
blame
to
him.
watch. Boom. Oh, it's
Right.
locked. That's why.
Oh no, that's the
Oh, that's the camera. That's not-
You don't want to mess with that. It's the prompt.
I also don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, bam. And we did it. What's going
Ah.
on, everybody? Ari, you're looking better. So do you, Polly.
I mean, you did tell everyone you were sick yesterday.
I've been sick for like a week, dude. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me.
Monday.
That's like a week.
Yeah.
It's Sunday. Yeah.
I also had like surgery like a week ago.
Yeah. I think what we're calling that is it sympathy sickness?
Yeah.
Like I'm so worried about you that I end up sick.
Yeah. That's what he keeps telling himself. Okay, guys, for those that are wondering, all right, we'll do this
If
real
you're
quick.
wondering, that's why I was sick.
Yeah, sure.
And there is no other, we're not going to argue about it. All right. That's why I was sick. So
If you guys are
deal
watching
with it.
and you prefer different setups, if you are watching on Landscape, you are on Polly's.
There's
YouTube.
50 people in here.
Well, somebody already asked about if there's a Landscape. If you want to watch Landscape, it's this one.
Yeah.
You can't even.
Portrait
get
is mine. Landscape is that one. Yep. So if
Landscape,
you're on one, you can swap to the
portrait.
other. Go to that other
Landscape,
account.
portrait.
Boom, boom, boom.
Just depends on your viewing pleasure.
We're here for your viewing pleasure. That's why we're here. All right. That's why we're here. This is what we live for. All right.
This is definitely off, like, because normally you can see. I don't know. It's fine.
Mine seems off too. We're just gonna keep going with it. It is what it is. Well, welcome in everybody. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're gonna get this thing started. You know what we didn't do? We forgot. We never finished off sending that donation today. So let's make sure
Yes.
that we do that.
Yeah, we'll
I mean,
do
if
it
you want
after
to look
the
during the
live.
live, or if you want to do it directly after the live. But thank you guys
Do
so
it.
much for helping us
We'll get
raise
that done.
a couple bucks to go to a domestic violence shelter. Yesterday, we really appreciate that. We're gonna do a little more fundraising today, but we're gonna be doing it today to help us get to No Kings.
You got it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want to flip that on, since it's already in the screen,
Can I do a different color today?
you can do whatever color you want. That thing better be red if we start hailing Satan, though. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
If we're gonna be hailing Satan, it's important to have the red light. I don't even know if he can truly hear us if we don't turn the light red. I don't know. Maybe you guys know. We need to get a hold of somebody in
You
the
unplugged it.
Satanic Temple. Let's turn
Oh.
it that way.
Then why is it not coming on?
So we'll turn it red just if when necessary. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here yesterday. We really appreciate that. I connected immediately.
Purple.
Purple. And swallow it down with the yerple.
I mean,
You
I'm
can't even
wearing.
see it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The lighting is too good.
The lighting is too
The
good.
lighting is too good to
This
even
doesn't
see it.
get bright enough.
No, it doesn't. We'll have to figure that out
Dang.
later.
Okay. Well, that's what those other ones come in handy for, I guess.
No, we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
We got some new lighting over here. It's
Yeah, we're
actually
messing
starting to
with
feel like a studio
Ayo.
and not just a room that we kind of made into a studio. But I already bought some like super professional lighting, and
I did.
and now it's all. Oh, thank you, Blues. I appreciate that.
Oh, we
Letting me
answered
know
your
that
question.
Satan can always hear me.
That's sus.
She's always there. She is always around.
Well, I mean, if God
if-
exists, he's a woman, so.
Well, I'm saying if God is a woman, then so is the devil.
Sweet. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm good
I think
with
that's
that.
only fair, right? Like if God is a woman, then so is the devil. That's the only way. That's the only way that works. Tobin, thank you so much. Said good afternoon, you wonderful fellow Satan worshippers. 666, hail Satan. Is there like a hand motion? Is it this?
I don't know.
Is it
Just
Hail Satan?
Hail Satan. It's also Rock On.
That's because rock is of the devil.
I
All rock music is from the devil. Okay, this
mm,
is why I only listen to worship music. So only.
Hail Satan.
Yeah.
Maybe if you do it that way.
Is,
Maybe
is
this
that the
way.
difference?
Yeah, going up on your forehead like da I got horns, or maybe bunny
In the
ears.
shape of the
Can't do
devil
it.
heads on your forehead. Um.
Just looked like I made bunny ears.
Somebody was asked if we did tarot cards. Last time we
I
did
actually
tarot
do
was
like tarot
last time we did
cards.
tarot was
Nola,
Nola.
and
Yeah.
she was not good.
No, because we didn't get the girl that you wanted.
Yeah, I
'Cause she
blame
was
that.
busy.
She was busy. Careful. Thank you. And my other issue with it was just she's like, "You have an issue with this person in your family." And I'm like,
She got
"Bro,
so
no.
much stuff wrong.
So much
like most
wrong.
of it was wrong.
So much
Does it
wrong."
not feel like you're not in the camera enough?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think it's the camera. I think it's your seat positioning.
I don't well, I've been center with the table. Okay.
Is this okay? You don't like it?
I don't, but I'm no, that's too far. I'm a very picky person. There.
All right.
Awesome.
Woohoo! We did it. Thank you so much, Tobin. We really, really appreciate
Thank you.
that. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I'm weird.
We're being weird over here. We're being weird over here. This is gonna be a weird day. It's gonna be a
Oh.
weird day. And that's kind of exciting.
Also, guys, if you're watching over on TikTok, Polly's backup account is going to be brought up to the panel. But more importantly, it's the last day of the gift gallery. Are we able to at least light up half of it?
Nah, we can light the whole thing up.
Can we light up the whole gift gallery on TikTok?
So light
before
them
we-
up, light them up.
I'm gonna need
up,
my
up, light 'em
amazing TikTok
I'm on
mods to
fire.
remind people.
Light 'em up.
Yeah, you're getting a
light 'em up.
tiny, teeniest bit of an echo because both of our mics are on at the same time. There's kind of no around that, so
Yeah, the only way we could fix that is to be in different rooms.
And we don't like that.
No,
We don't like that at all. We like being in the
No.
same room. I get it.
I can do this. Okay. I got my laugh for the day. So that's why there's a little bit of an echo because we're right next to each other. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. That's probably what we need. We probably need some directional mics. That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
a whole
that's
thing.
okay.
They're so annoying. They
Yeah.
are because like the last directional mic that you had was just like the worst. I hated it.
The worst.
The worst. I absolutely hated it. It was the
She's
worst.
the worst. All right. I've been doing a lot of singing on this live so far. I don't know if you noticed this or not. I don't know why I'm doing it either.
I don't know why either. Somebody thought I was blushing from that. No, that was a look of disgust. Also, I'm pale. If I was blushing, everyone would be saying it.
You'd be like, get her to the hospital.
Yeah, I would be looking a little bit more like a
Why
lobster.
did it not?
I know we don't have mics pointed at each other. It's literally pointed at my face.
I mean, you can see them.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's
Don't worry about it. We're fine.
I got to stop reading comments for a second.
5.
I'm-
Thank you so much for the $10 a safe trip to New York City. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. For you guys that are coming in, like we said before, and thank you guys so much for all the support you gave yesterday. We were able to send, or are able to send, a nice little chunk of money to a domestic violence shelter this weekend, which we're really, really super excited about. And today we are going to continue to just fundraise to try to fund our trip to New York for the No Kings protest at the end of next month. So if you guys would like support, we really, really appreciate that. We're coming, all the way up from Florida. Yeah, we're just trying to help fund that trip up there. So if you guys would like to help, we really, really appreciate that. Absolutely no necessity, as always. Oh, I was afraid that was going to happen. But if you guys would like support, we really, really do appreciate that. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it never loaded on here. it never gave like a. It showed loaded on these screens, but it didn't. It was still spinning on here.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's all it was. We're about to get this thing going with some good conversations, with some good debates, with some good banter, with some good information, and maybe some bad information. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll have somebody who doesn't know what the word genitalia means. Who knows? Which was super fun. If you guys haven't
Somebody
watched
that doesn't know that Mexico is a part of North America.
that, Mexico's not a part of North America. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a whole thing too that happened to me. They're like, I was like, so Mexico disagrees with the U.S. And I was like, what continent is Mexico a part of? Because I just got done talking about South America. And he's like, South America. Is that your final answer? Yes. Okay.
Actually, I feel like the lighting's a little low right now, but that's okay. That's all good. We'll deal with the lighting later. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. As you guys are coming in, if you guys are over on the TikTok side, please make sure you guys hit double tap that screen. I see no reason why we can't get this thing up to a quick 50,000 likes in the first like 15 minutes. That way we can get this thing started off and going really well. If you guys on the YouTube side, please go over hit that like button, that subscribe button. And really appreciate you. By the way, again, thank you so much, 5 for the 10. Thank you so much, 5 for the 10. I like the way that worked. Shush, thank you so much for the floating heart and the Sunday. Oh my God, the Sunday. We left our milkshakes. And
Nah, the milkshakes are still in the freezer.
I know, I want it. And thank you so much for the bronze medal
Sounds
too,
like
there,
a
Sue.
you
I
problem.
appreciate that. It's about to be not my problem because I'm about to go get it.
Okay.
So I got a salted caramel milkshake and I want it. So that's how that's gonna roll.
Did you get the bacon?
I did not get it with the bacon.
Thank God.
I didn't. Well, it was just because you're guys. How do you guys think a salted caramel milkshake with bacon would taste? I need to know your guys' opinions. Okay. With delicious, no, too salty. It would taste like America. Thank you. Thank you. So I was gonna get a salted caramel milkshake with bacon, and she was like showing like full disgust. So I just got a salted caramel one. But next time I'm gonna get it with bacon. With regular caramel, yes. With salted caramel, no. See, that's a good answer.
It's still no. I can't do any of it. Y'all are.
I feel like it tastes like America. I think that's it. I think that's it.
No, what tastes like America is gunpowder.
Yeah, like the bacon on top, you know. Anyways,
That was a good one.
oh, I knew something was supposed to be right here.
Yeah.
Uh,
I wasn't. I was.
yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
I knew there was supposed to be something there. I just couldn't remember what it was. I was like, man, that screen looks empty. Wake up! Thank you so much for the $5. Says I just want to say that the Dow is doing really good right now. The Dow. What does Pam Body do all day? She checks the Dow.
She
Look,
don't work apparently. She doesn't
first
do
of all-
attorney stuff.
First of
so.
all, I know that we're here to talk about child sex traffickers, but have you even thanked Donald Trump today? Have you even thanked him today? Okay. Literally all I could think about was Uncle Ruckus when she said that. I don't know about y'all, but all I could think about was Uncle Ruckus. Every day I wake up and I thank the white man for the air I breathe. I thank the white man for the sunrise, for the air I breathe. Then I apologize for niggas. Because you know they ain't gonna apologize for themselves. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I apologize, but it's funny if you've seen it.
It is. Yeah, I would agree.
Oh,
You just moved
no.
it behind the
I didn't want to do that. That was my mistake. I was trying to move it
below the prompt.
behind me.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't work that way. Behind me. That's impossible. That's impossible. It'd have to be on the wall, displayed.
So first of
behind
all,
you.
every single one of you, when you wake up every morning, should thank Donald Trump for the air you breathe, for the sunrise. Okay, that's what you guys should be doing. Okay. After that, then as soon as you thank Donald Trump, you have to check the Dow. Okay, and that's what's really important. You wake up. You thank Donald Trump. You check the Dow, okay?
Someone said we're low, and I had that on the comment too.
Well, we're not. We're good. So that's what you guys are supposed to do. That's what Pam Bondi wants. And if not, you're gonna be indicted. Every single one of you. Congratulations. So you better get going, or you will be indicted. Deal with it. Thank you so much, Wake Up. Shush said, I don't like to eat pork because pigs are more intelligent than our current president. Well, Shush, if we didn't eat animals that were more intelligent than our current president, then we would be, well, I would say we'd be vegetarians, but I'm pretty sure most plants are also more intelligent. What would we eat?
We would be eating plants. I agree.
I think the plants are still smarter.
The next one's funny too.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's the only way we can do it. I think we just gotta stop eating. Okay, we gotta thank Donald Trump, check the Dow, stop eating. Thank you, Shush. I appreciate you. Dragon says hashtag give Polly his milkshake 2026. Now this is what we can get behind. Okay, this is the type of thing we can get behind. All right, this is how change happens. All right, this is how change happens. All right, how do you think Obama did it? This is how.
He wore a tan suit and everybody freaked the fuck out.
Lady said, think of it like dipping a fry in a shake, which is delicious.
I've only ever done that with Wendy's Frosties, so
It's the same thing.
Maybe.
It's the same thing.
Sure. Ah.
You were too far over and it was annoying me. All right, y'all. Well, we are going to open up these phone lines, get this thing going, which means I should probably put my headset on. My headset. What am I? Customer service at a call center in freaking India? It's not a headset. These are studio headphones.
Studio headphones.
We're professionals. We're professionals. Don't try this at home, kids.
With the capital
We are
P.
professionals. Okay. We are professionals. Y'all make sure you guys are hitting that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you haven't already. And we're going to open up these phone lines and get this thing going. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to go get my milkshake.
So he just gets up and leaves me. All right, fine. I have this all at a weird angle. It's not fun to do. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay. How old are you?
31.
31. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
So what has he achieved in his first year back in office that's earned your continued support?
His relationship with Israel has been strengthened a lot over the past year.
Oh, okay. So his relationship with Israel. Are you from Israel?
I do have family there, but me personally, no.
Oh, okay. So I guess he's not very America first then, huh?
Oh, I didn't vote for him because he's America first. You asked me why I supported him. I told you.
Yeah, I actually specifically asked you what has he achieved that has earned your continued support.
Yeah, everything he's done the past year with the state of Israel.
That's weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't know. I just think it's weird that you're just like, oh, W Israel. Israel is the thing that we need to focus on. It is weird.
Well, where are you from? Or if you would be from Israel, or if you would have family in Israel, or if you would, let's say, any country, wouldn't you care about your home, that country?
I do. I live and have family in America. That's why I care about the United States of America.
Yeah, I care about the United States of America. I never said it.
No, your number one thing of what Donald Trump is doing has to do with your support of him in another country, not for America, not for Americans, not for people in this continent. The entire point of your support of Donald Trump has to do with a country that is on the other side of the planet and nothing to do with the 360 million Americans that are here.
So what does foreign policy ever take effect then? Why do we care about foreign policy?
Oh, foreign policy is very important. The reason why foreign policy is so important is because it's important for the safety and well-being of Americans.
So is the safety of the Middle East important for Americans?
No.
So you're saying we shouldn't care about the Middle East?
No, I didn't say that at all. Is it important? Yes. Is it important for Americans? No.
Is it important for the country to have democracy throughout the Middle East?
Is it important for who?
for Americans, us
Well, let me
as
ask
a
you a question.
country.
What democracy has Donald Trump created in the Middle East?
Oh, I've never said he created democracy.
Then why are we talking about it? Are you just talking about a
No,
hypothetical situation in which Donald Trump did create democracy in the Middle East?
no, I'm not talking about a hypothetical question. I was just wanted to know, like, what do you care about? If you don't care about necessarily the state of Israel as for per American citizens, maybe you wouldn't care regarding foreign policy regardless. So I just wanted to know how far you were willing to take that. That's all.
Okay, I'm not willing to take it
Because
anywhere
we
because
all
I'm not taking it anywhere, sir. All the statement that we made is it is strange if your number one supporting factor for the president of the United States has nothing to do with the United States. That is strange. I'm not saying I
okay.
don't care about what happens in the Middle East or in the world. I didn't say I didn't care about what happens with foreign affairs. I didn't say that we had didn't need to have security concerns in the Middle East. I didn't say any of that, sir. All I said is that is strange. Okay, and it's still strange.
We have okay, fine, I hear you. We have forces throughout the region for a reason. Qatar, we have, even in near Iran, Iraq, we have forces throughout the Middle East. There's a reason that we have intelligence down there, and it's very important for everything to go well down there. I'm saying that's a fact, right?
It's just funny that you're just naming a whole bunch of other countries that we have forces in that isn't Israel, and yet you're still concentrated on Israel. Wouldn't our relationship, if we have troops in Qatar, wouldn't it be more beneficial for us to have better working relationships with Qatar? Do you think we'd have a better
Oh,
working relationship with Qatar if we had less of a good working relationship with Israel?
well, why do you think we do have a good relationship
No,
with
sir, that
Israel?
was a direct question. Do you think that we would have a better working relationship with the Muslim countries in the region that we have troops in if we had less of a good working relationship with Israel?
Why can't you have the same relationship
I
with
didn't
both?
say you
I think
couldn't, sir. I'm asking, sir. I didn't
Trump has
say
a
you
great
couldn't,
Trump
sir.
does
I
have a
didn't say
no.
you couldn't. I never said that.
Your premise is wrong.
I'm not creating a premise. I'm asking you a question. One that you're refusing to answer. Do you think that we would have a better relationship with the Muslim countries in the region if we had less of a relationship with Israel? It's a yes or no question.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, well, if you don't know, sir, then you're not qualified to have this conversation with me.
Could be I'm not qualified. I'm just saying you asked me why I support Trump. What I think is foreign policy overall in general regarding the whole war that was going on that now has been over for, I don't know, 6 months. All the
It's not
hostages we got
over.
out.
I'm so sorry. The IDF just murdered a week and a half ago 21 innocent Palestinians, 2 infants, and 5 children. So that's 7 non combatants. Infants being
Okay,
less than 2 years old,
I have something I
children
have something to say
being
about
less
that.
than 12 years old. Sir, it is not over. Israel
You
and
support
Hamas are
do you
both
support
treating,
Israel?
I'm not done, I am still speaking. Israel and Hamas are both treating the ceasefire like it's a goddamn light switch that you turn on and off at any given time just because. Right? We actually have, at this time, like we've had more Palestinians killed in this short amount of time since this ceasefire was invoked. Because when the ceasefire was announced, guess what Israel did? They invited Palestinians to make the trek back to Gaza, the ones that left to make sure that they could stay alive. They invited them to come back, and then they started bombing and killing innocent civilians in Gaza again. It is
You
not
know
over. They
the
are still
ratio
dying.
combat to civilians, it's like 1.5 to 1. In Ukraine and in other wars,
He
it's
can't
like
stay on
those
one
who
thing.
specifically
It is
it
literally
was like
impossible
7
for
to
him.
1.
Yeah, and I don't want
No,
him to.
because all
I
the
just,
liberals.
I just really don't want you
No,
to,
these are facts.
sir. I just really don't
They
want you
don't.
to escape, sir. I really just don't want you to escape something that's very, very important. Okay, you said it's important for us to have a good working relationship with Israel because we have troops in other countries. Okay, if we had a better working relationship with those Muslim countries, with the Saudis, with the Qataris, with the Emiratis, right, then our troops would be more safe, right? The only reason we don't have a better working relationship with them is because of our our closeness to Israel. So if your concern is our troops, then us being further away from Israel would be safer.
It's not only troops. They share critical intelligence, military technology. and and they're Iran as the head of the snake chant not only death to Israel but death to America in the streets every day. So it's very important to have an ally in the Middle East like Israel. Okay, our best
Sir, we
friend.
have 50
All
other
right, so
countries. Sir, we have 50 other countries, major countries with huge intelligence apparatuses that we trade intelligence with, and none of them we treat like Israel. So just because we share intelligence with a country doesn't mean that we need to consistently be seeing them,
does
sending them
Iran
boost.
chant death to Turkey? Death to Qatar? Do they chant death to other
Sir,
countries? They don't.
freaking,
They
we
chant death
chant
to us.
all sorts of things, sir. Are you saying that chant should be the reason that we make complete political change? Because I'm gonna let you know that there's about to be another No Kings protest, and most of the United States is going to be chanting for Donald Trump to not be in office anymore. Does that mean that the Donald Trump should leave office?
Well, they're not just chanting. They actually there's Iran, all the people in charge of the Revolutionary Guard all hate
Sir, this is
America
not
and
about
burn American
Iran. We're
flags.
not talking about whether Iran is good or bad. Your statement is, okay, you only support Donald Trump because of
They have
Israel.
shared interests.
So
They
far,
have the
you said
most
it's
common
because,
shared
sir,
interests. That's
sir,
all I'm saying.
sir, we have shared interests with Germany. We have shared interests with Japan. We have shared interests with South Korea. We have shared interests with Italy. We share intelligence with all of those countries. Okay, all of them. We freaking provide weapons for all of those countries, in as far as sales and all sorts of stuff. We do that with all of those countries. Okay, that is no different. Okay, what is Israel providing us that freaking not every other one of our allies already provides for a thousandth of the
Iron Dome
cost?
technology.
Hmm?
Iron Dome technology.
Iron Dome technology? Yeah, they got that from
Trump
us
wants to build
50
the Golden
years
Dome.
ago, bro. What are you talking about? We gave them Iron
Iron
Dome
Dome is-
technology.
Iron Dome was developed by Israelis, I thought.
With our technology and our assistance, sir. This was not something that they came up with on their own. We never implemented it because it's nearly impossible, and also it leaves off
Okay, fine.
Alaska,
I
leaves
don't mean
off
specifically the Iron Dome,
Hawaii,
the Arrow and
leaves
David's
off
slaying missile
all
defense
of our territories where it's not plausible. It's like literally not plausible to fully cover the United States of America under a iron or golden dome system. And yet we gave them that technology.
It's an absolute like crazy thought to think right, that the Iron Dome is going to be important here because the entire point of the Iron Dome is mostly for short range rocket attacks and other things like that, right?
No, I was specifically talking about the Arrow and David's slaying system.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Oh, sir. We get weapons technology from Israel. We also get weapons technology from every other one of our countries. Okay, we get weapons technology from Australia and freaking South Korea. Okay, these are all things that we share with every other country, sir. Okay, like we have designs. The only reason that Israel is somewhat better at it is because they won't stop fighting wars, so there's a little bit better tested. Okay, as opposed to the rest of our.
They just keep bombing their allies. They just keep bombing their
They
neighbors.
didn't start any wars.
All right, well, so there was this post, like I would have to find it, but Donald Trump like retruthed it from TikTok, right? Or not from TikTok, but from X, right? And on this post, it was some senator, or no, it was definitely a Republican House of Representatives that had made this list of like 12 wars that they're claiming that Donald Trump ended. 7 of them were Israel.
That's funny, sir. The whole idea that that Israel is our ally. I have no problem with Israel being our ally. It's fine. We have tons of allies. Okay, I have no problem with sharing intelligence with them, just like we do with the rest of our allies, or selling them weapons as long as they're not committing a genocide. I have no problem selling them weapons for defense and all that. Sir, I'm talking. Thank you.
No, you just said something that's not true.
I don't give a shit whether you think it's not true or not. I know it's true. It's factually based, and you're not going to cut me off because you think that I said something off. Sir, be fucking quiet. Thank you. I have no problem with Israel being our ally. That's fine, sir. And I have no problem with us, supporting us. Them support him. We support them. They support us, just like we do with every other country that exists. That's our ally, sir. What I have a problem with is when your number one supporting factor, okay, for a U.S. president is the support of one of our allies. And guess what? I have that problem with Trump. I have that problem with Biden and his support of Israel. Hell, I've had that problem with every single fucking president in our history who has had this undying support for Israel, as if they are somehow greater or better than the rest of our allies because people's religious beliefs. And I think that that's ridiculous. Okay, we support them for what they are, for being an ally, and we don't support them anything more than that. Okay, it's just that simple. And it sure as hell should not be their benefit is the number one supporting factor. All right, behind supporting our president. That's insane. Okay.
I'm just saying I can't believe or listen to anything you have to say as factual when you're just
Then
spreading
leave. Then
lies
get off the
that
fucking
Israel's
phone.
committing
Nobody
genocide.
fucking cares, sir. Then leave.
No, just why are you saying that they're committing a genocide if the facts show otherwise? You don't want to listen to the facts.
Bye.
No, that's very childish.
Literally,
Listen to the
no one
facts.
fucking cares, sir. If you say you can't
Combat
listen to the
ratio,
things that,
search it up.
sir, if you say you can't listen to the things that I'm saying, then literally nobody is
Facts.
forcing you to be on this live. Okay, you can gladly and actually preferably leave the live. Okay, because it doesn't seem like you're providing any type of dialogue that is actually beneficial to this conversation.
I just told you. Look
He's
at the
just
facts.
all up
There's
in
a
his
combat ratio
feelings about
is
everything.
1.5.
I know, right?
Da, da, da,
Jesus.
da. He's just like,
at the facts. Are you
he
serious?
did all of these great things. It's not a genocide, yet it meets 4 out of the 5 the decided stipulations by the Geneva Conventions that say what makes up a genocide. Isn't that funny? 4 out of the 5.
No, I'm not even going to engage it with him, sir. With him, he
I'm not
just wants
either,
to
I'm
start
just
an
saying
argument
it.
about it because he doesn't know anything else. Do you have any other reasons
What
why
do
you
you think
support Donald Trump,
Americans did
sir?
when
Do
they went
you
to
have any
Afghanistan?
other
What did the
reasons,
British
sir?
did in
Do you have
Germany?
any
You know
other
how many
reasons,
millions
sir?
millions
Do
of
you have
casualties
any
there
other
were?
reasons, sir? Do you have
October
any?
7th
All
was
right, I'll just mute
equivalent.
you, sir. Do you have any other reasons why you support Donald Trump besides just Israel, or are you just freaking working for Israel? So right at this point on this live,
No, I have other reasons.
all right, what are they?
All is foreign policy, peace, strength through peace.
Strength through peace. You do realize that it's peace through strength would be the correct thing. Strength through peace doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, but guess
Right.
what?
I
Every
meant that- I
single
meant- I
U.S.
meant- I
sir,
meant peace through strength.
sir, every single U.S. president has practiced that. That's nothing new.
I don't know. It's been working for Trump so far.
It's worked for the United States. That's why we're the longest running hegemony in the history of the world.
I'm saying that, but he's not making deals with Iran and giving billions of dollars to other countries in order to appease them, and signing nuclear contracts.
Whoa, that's cool.
And
Thank you so
and-
much, Kat.
Wow, that's cool, Kat.
That was. Oh, thank you for the jet too. Oh
and
my
I
God,
also
thank you,
support
Kat.
Kat.
Immigration policies. I
Too.
support
Jesus,
everything
thank
about him.
you.
I
Thank you so
support
much,
the
Kat. We really
markets,
appreciate
look at the
that.
markets, Look how up they are.
Look how
What
up
did
the
you
markets
support
are.
about
Oh
the-
my God, we have
about
another
Trump
Pam
administration?
Bondier. Guys, the
Okay.
Dow. Guys, the Dow is at 50,000. Make sure you thank Trump this morning and then check the Dow. That's what you should do every morning when you wake up.
Pray to Donald Trump because apparently that's what y'all do.
Literally, I can't think of one thing about the Trump administration that hasn't been working perfectly.
Oh,
Everything's
really?
Sure.
breaking.
How about the murder of
Uh,
United States
Roe v.
citizens in our
Wade-
streets?
Roe v. Wade was the
How
was
about
coolest
the
thing that you
lack
guys
of
ever
release of the
biggest
Epstein
problem.
files?
Yeah, that
How
happened
about the
too.
fact that we've had the worst unemployment rate that we've had in 4 years and that we've lost,
we lost
jobs?
jobs twice in 1 year. The first time
Yeah.
that that's happened since 2020. Actually, the job
most
lost twice in
transparent
1 year is the first
administration in
time
the
that that's
history
happened since
of this country.
2008, I believe.
Oh,
too. Like,
since
fucking for real, my
that's
guy.
crazy. Yeah, but everything's so perfect.
you should-
Grocery
so
prices
great.
are up, consumer prices are up across the board. Everything's up. Freaking people are losing their jobs. Nobody's
Gas is
hiring.
down, like,
Businesses aren't
$3.
expanding, and we've started freaking trade wars with pretty much every single one of our allies. But guys,
Every
I
single
don't know
one.
how we could pick a single thing, right, that could be bad with the Trump
Gas is down,
administration.
like, gas
Yeah,
is
so
down,
hard
$3
to
a
figure
gallon.
out. Like, I mean, I think just like writing off saying that ICE and the CBP weren't doing enough, and then letting them murder United States citizens in our streets and not saying anything about it and saying
self-defense.
maybe they need to back down. Yeah, I think that was pretty fucked up to start with.
Oh wait, okay, wait. Okay, never mind.
Self-defense.
Sir, it sounds like you have some kids you should be taking care of instead of failing at this argument. Would you like to go do that?
Guys,
No, I've other responsibilities in life. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
you should
couldn't
go
stay on
take
the
care
phone
of them
for so long.
because this is not one of them.
Maybe you should take
All right,
care of
take
those
care. Nice talking to you.
responsibilities. Yeah. It was not nice talking to you, actually. I would have preferred anything else.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all, please make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. Again, thank you guys for here yesterday. Thank you so much for donating. I said we were able to make a really awesome donation to a local domestic violence shelter over in the area. So we really appreciate the support. We are still trying to raise money to make it up to New York City for the No Kings protest this next month. So if you guys would like to support and help our trip up there, we really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Speaking of that, Delissa, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. We really appreciate that. Said you guys do an amazing job. Keep up the great work. Safe travels to you both. Thank you so much, Delissa. We really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Kat, thank you so much. There was the jets. There was rocket ships.
It was cool.
There was all sorts of crazy stuff flying across the screen. I don't even know what to do with all of that stuff. So
Yeah, that was fun. W Cats with the cat with a K in the chats, and also thank you, Andy, for the little balloons. That was cool, guys. Don't forget over on TikTok.
oh, don't worry about me.
Okay,
I'm not important. Don't worry
just
about me.
Or you can also,
But yeah, we also have pay links in the bio if you'd like to support that way too, and super chats and get live gifting and all that fun stuff. So thank you guys so much for being here. Really
Oh
appreciate
wait,
that.
I did get one. Thank you, Jen, for the 50 over on
Whoop,
Venmo for that
whoop.
one, starting us off.
Whoop,
Literally,
whoop.
as you were saying it, I just got that up. I was like,
Thank you
got
so
that
much,
there.
Jen. We really appreciate that. Hello, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? This is Bill Calhoun. I wanted to call in and chop it up with you a little bit about the subject.
All right. Why do you still support Trump?
Well, the reason why I support this guy is amazing, man. This guy here told you blatantly in your face 2 times what he would do, when he would do it, and he did it and won again. That's a hell of a guy, don't you think?
I have no idea what you even just said right there. I told who, what, about what?
Now listen, the guy told you 2 times what he would do to America, and America still voted this guy in.
Oh, you're not a Trump supporter.
That
We're gonna
was.
move on to the next one.
I don't know what that was, honestly. I thought that maybe for a second that was Blaga, and then it ended up not being, and I'm like, I don't know what
He's
happened.
over there trying to troll. We're gonna leave the comedy to me, okay? That's my that's my strong suit. Anyways, y'all, if you guys still support Trump, please
Stop
still
breaking
support
things.
Trump. You guys can call in a request on the TikTok side. I appreciate you guys, and we're gonna keep this thing going. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
Hello, I'm a Trump supporter.
Awesome. How many years have you been on this planet?
19 years.
19 of those years. Awesome. And
Yes.
and you still support Trump? Why is that?
Because he's a big oh my god.
Did
That's
you
what
just
that sounded
sound like a chicken?
That's all. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
they
you
sound.
just sounded like a chicken. I don't know what you were aiming for, but it was not good.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it sounded like they just went like what?
Yeah. He supports Trump because he's a chicken. Maybe that's what he was trying to say.
Oh, that's a
That
fun
checks.
one.
Hello.
Yeah, that checks.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Great. How you doing?
You're doing great. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
I'm sorry you were breaking up.
Do you still support Trump? I was because it was ringing.
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Why is that?
Well, it's a complete 180. He's been able to provide economically and geopolitics and every other thing. That Biden
Awesome.
has
How's he
both sides
provided
what they did.
economically?
Well, have you been watching the news?
No.
Well, that makes sense to some of your comments.
I'm sorry,
but
sir.
let-
When it comes to the economy,
Margaret Carter's a good
I-
investment for somebody
sir,
like you,
sir,
really.
sir.
I mean, you're an idiot. You really
Sir.
are.
No, I just
Shut
don't
your
need.
mouth. Shut your mouth, boy. Boy, listen to me. You're going to shut that mouth. I'm
Sir,
shutting
I
it
don't
down.
need someone to tell me
Man,
how
what
to
a
think
Shut
and
your
what a
feel.
little
mouth.
man
Hey, little
child.
girl,
What
shut
a
your
little
mouth,
man
too. Both you
child.
bitches,
No,
shut your
so
mouth.
I don't know if you
I'll tell you
realize
what the
this.
way it's going to be.
There's more
You're
than
not gonna
one
These
listen
way
to bullshit.
these
to
guys
You
are
know why?
like
'Cause you're a
Yeah,
really
they're
fucking
like
idiot.
emotional, aren't
And you know
fucking
they?
what?
going
They are
off
You're going to
so
get
for no
shadow banned
reason.
because
Yeah,
you're
oh my goodness.
disrespectful, unprofessional,
Yep.
Gen Z little
Yep.
bitches that had the
You
shit
got
slapped
it.
out of
Gen
them. If you
Z.
fucking
Well,
punk
thanks for
said
the
that shit to
compliment. I
the face, you
appreciate
know
that
why?
one.
Because your mama
Anyway,
never
so
told
yeah, I
you.
just hit that. Anyway, so what I was
Yeah.
going to say is there's more than one way to consume news. You don't have to watch it. You can Read. I'm sure that's something you barely know how to do.
I was gonna say he was one of the dumbest people that MLK died for, but either way.
One problem, I think he's white.
Eh.
MLK didn't necessarily.
Hey, all people.
He did say all people. I do agree with that.
Yeah. As you guys know, he's being muted and he's just continuing to talk the whole time. I'm just like unmuting him every
finally
once in a while
left.
just to like let you guys hear him. Oh, he left.
Yeah, watch him, listen to him scream.
Cool. Lee Moore, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said no kings, kick ass, y'all. Thank you so much for that support, Lee. We really, really appreciate that. Maui, thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate that. Dow, FT said Dow, 49,500.93. Will Pam Bondi faint?
You're right. It dropped below 50. Holy
Have
shit.
you thanked Donald Trump today? Have you thanked Donald Trump today? Wow. I bet you he's not even wearing a suit. FFT.
He's not.
I bet they're not even wearing a suit. That is absolutely horrible. And Shush, thank you so much for the crash out. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Guys,
I'm just not finding that.
Make sure, okay, that you guys thank Donald Trump today. It's important. I'm going to keep reminding you. It's marked. Thank you so much for the $5. So this feels like a Key and Peele skit. Yeah, a bit. Yeah, it kind of does. Not a very good one.
They're not doing well.
Also, I feel like I'm really light now. Anywho, all right, y'all. We're gonna.
I'm a ghost, so.
I gotta need more light on this thing. That looks a little better. All right, we're gonna keep this thing going. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna see. Oh, there's someone over there. I was gonna check TikTok. Yes. Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 21.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes.
Awesome. Why is that?
Because I support his immigration policies.
Which immigration policy would that be? Did I just hang up?
The removal of people who enter illegally. And my name's Trevor, if you want to just call me by
I was
name.
not interested. Yeah. So every president has removed people that were here on an undocumented status. So what?
I guess
Joe Biden.
Trump first term, Obama 2 terms, Bush, Clinton.
I mean, especially
Bush.
Obama. Like Obama did this way more than Biden and Trump, and even Biden did it more than Trump.
Yeah,
So-
that's why looking back, I like Obama. I didn't vote for him because I was too
And you
young,
like
but
Biden,
I like
obviously.
him.
Yeah,
like Biden on
Obama's
some
last
things.
year in office, you were 9. So.
Yeah. I liked both people looking back on them. I think, everyone has their flaws, but I think they had good things about them, just like pretty much every president in American history.
Yeah, and the economy
I
was
also-
great under Hitler.
What?
Well, I mean, he committed the Holocaust and murdered 6 million people. But at least there were some good things that we can talk about with him, right?
What is Trump hasn't murdered 6 million
No.
people?
I'm just saying, sir. And since you're just saying we can just pick out good things that happen with every person, then I figure we'll just do that about just everyone.
I mean,
At the
what's
end
a
of the
bad
day,
thing
I
with
think
Donald
Ted
Trump?
Bundy was a philanthropist, right? Like,
Okay.
I mean, if we're just, I mean, we got to find good things about everyone, right?
I mean, well, what's the bad thing about Donald Trump? I mean,
He's a literal adjudicated rapist.
he's a rapist. Who
Yeah.
did he rape?
E. Jean Carroll, not to mention the 30 other accusations
What
that he had that
day?
he settled outside of court.
When was E. Jean Carroll raped?
Sir,
Was there a
did you
date?
not hear about the 30 other times that were freaking that were settled outside of court?
Well, I can't name. I mean, I don't know when E. Jean Carroll was raped. Does she know what day it happened
Sir,
on? Like a
what
date?
day was the last person killed in the Holocaust?
1945.
What day?
What day? I was not in the Holocaust.
Oh, guess it must not
guess
have
it must
happened.
happened then, right? I guess if
mean-
you can't tell me exactly which day, then I guess it didn't happen. Well, I didn't take this
Well,
guy
I
as a
mean, E. Jean
denier.
Carroll.
Yeah,
That's
it's called PTSD, and there's also trauma-based amnesia. And so I understand that that's hopefully something you never have to experience, but that exists, sir. And it's
Oh.
been well documented and studied by doctors. They even tell you that when it happens, if you wake up in the hospital and you're like, I don't remember it exactly, I can't remember the date, can't remember the time, what they would tell you is like, that's perfectly normal for it to occur. It may come back, it may never come back.
Yeah, but what
Well,
I
I
think
like
is
Donald Trump. I like ICE.
Well, what I
ICE
think
is
is really
kind of
crazy
cool.
is he goes, "What's wrong with Donald Trump?" Right? Name one thing wrong with him, and I say the most obvious thing that a court of law found that he had sexually assaulted E. Jean Carroll. But instead of being like, "Oh yeah, that's wrong," he just goes straight into defending mode. You know?
Victim blaming. I mean, like,
Yeah,
I'm sure that was going to be next.
yeah. How about the fact that
I
he still
mean,
hasn't released the unredacted Epstein files?
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
I like ICE. ICE is pretty cool.
Uh, Yeah,
No pun
ICE.
intended.
ICE and CBP are murdering American citizens in our streets.
I mean, well, the first American citizen tried to run over them, and the other
That wasn't
one,
the first. No, Keith Porter's back was turned to ICE when he was shot in the back, so that's not true.
yeah, I think
You-
Alex Freddie.
Keith
I
Porter
think what
Jr.
happened with him.
Keith Porter Jr. was
He's
shot.
he's skipping him. He only wants to care about the white people.
Yeah, nobody cares
I
about the
don't
black
know.
man, unfortunately. Yeah, I know you never heard of him before, so he was
I'm a
shot in his
Republican
back.
because I'm pro black rights because I'm a Republican. I mean, we did free the slaves.
Bro,
Abraham
Keith
Lincoln.
Porter was the first person that they killed, and he's black. How come you're ignoring that?
I didn't know that.
I know, and why didn't you know that? Since you're such an advocate for black rights,
I didn't hear about it on Fox News.
you didn't hear about it on Fox News. Did Fox News free the slaves?
What? You're breaking up.
Did Fox News free the slaves?
He's trolling. He said that with a laugh.
Did Fox News? No, Abraham Lincoln did. He's my favorite president. And then Ulysses S. Grant is a close second.
Okay, and was Abraham Lincoln a liberal or a conservative?
He was a Republican.
I didn't ask you. Did I say Republican? Did you hear the word Republican come out of my mouth?
Nope, not even.
Oh, okay.
Well-
Just out of curiosity, was he a liberal or a conservative?
He was a Republican. I don't know if he was a liberal or conservative, but he was a Republican.
Oh, gotcha. He'd be a
I-
liberal, sir. Yeah, he'd be a
That's
liberal.
not how victim mentality works, bro. I'm a victim.
Are
It's
you
your system.
okay?
Are you gay?
Is this what happens when your parents don't love you and your family trees a wreath?
I don't have any parents.
Smart move on your parents' part. They were definitely correct to
Oh,
leave.
So they threw away the placenta in him.
Yeah, smart move. I wouldn't have loved you either.
Be quiet. I was
Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next caller. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much.
There comes the minor trolling that came out finally.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how you doing?
Doing great. How old are you?
I am 61.
Awesome.
Or
Do you still
62. I
support
keep
Trump?
forgetting. Maybe. Yes, of course.
Awesome. Why is that?
Well, let's just look at Iran. He is on the
Where should
verge
Iran to?
of no Iran. Okay.
You ran? Did I
whatever
ran
you
or
wanna
did you
call it.
ran?
No, the Persian people pronounce it Iran.
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 If you don't want to roll
yeah,
your R's
okay,
on everything like R, you just say Iran. Iran. Yeah.
No, I'm an American. I don't speak.
Yeah.
like,
In American, in America, we speak American and it's pronounced Iran. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's now a terrorist country, which is now about to become a non-terrorist country, all due to one person, Trump. And they have so much firepower over there that Iran is going to do whatever.
Is he
The
trying?
people don't want that regime. They don't want to be terrorists. They want to be good people.
They don't
They
want to be
nuclear weapons. It's
Dude,
the-
people aren't
it's the
like
regime.
that's not how terrorism works.
No, the regime is a terroristic state, state sponsor of terrorism. So
Yeah?
basically, because of Trump, that's not going to exist any longer, and the people will be free.
And how's that? What is
and
Trump
they'll
doing to
be
stop that?
democratic.
What time? When was Donald Trump planning on stopping that?
Right now, he's laying down the law. He's telling.
Oh,
them,
so
"Look,
what
this
has
is
Donald Trump
the
done
way it's
to
gonna
actually
be."
make that happen?
He's put, I believe one president used to say, carry a big stick. Basically, that's what Trump is doing. He's put so much firepower, not just one aircraft, but now the world's largest aircraft too, two of them in the Persian Gulf. And that is no match for Iran.
Okay,
So,
there's so much with what you just said there. So I'm gonna start with this. There's a lot more to that saying than just carry a big stick. Okay. Regardless. All right. Yes, there's aircraft carriers there. Aircraft carriers don't create democracy. Did you know that?
No, they're basically going to help the million people that are marching on the streets right now that want to change that regime, but cannot because of the guard, the whatever their supreme guard,
Yeah. Also,
whatever they
can you tell
protects
me?
the government.
Can you just tell
They're-
me who the leader of Iran is right now?
Yes, Ayatollah Khomeini,
Oh, okay, cool. I'm actually surprised you knew that. Anyways, regardless,
supreme leader, which is not going to be. He's going to be in Russia.
Which is why
Yes.
you can just say the
He's
Ayatollah.
going to be
That's what that means.
well, I wanted him to actually
Yeah.
know as the correct person. But anyways, regardless of that, sir, Donald Trump hasn't done shit. Donald Trump told a whole bunch of people to go out and protest against their people, and he'd protect them. And then the Iranian government went out and murdered like 800 of them that day, and Donald Trump didn't do shit. Okay, Donald Trump has a bunch of
No,
aircraft
Donald
carriers.
Trump-
Sir, hold on, bud. Okay. Donald Trump having aircraft carriers in there doesn't create democracy. Not if we put boots on the ground, it doesn't create democracy. Okay. We have done regime changes in a whole bunch of countries. Okay. And I would go with rarely, insanely rarely, does it ever create democracy. So not only are you giving Donald Trump credit for an attack that he hasn't freaking done, you're also giving him credit for the result, which hasn't happened, right? And is shown throughout history to not be the likelihood of it happening.
That's not the case. No, the people of Iran want to change the government and be democratic, but because of their secret police, they
So did
can't do it.
Iraq's. So did
Yeah,
Afghanistan's.
and
So did Libya's.
well, what I'm saying is those aircraft carriers are there to support the people of Iran, to support them, and in their choices to become a democratic society and be productive in the world.
And how's that
will
going, sir?
actually- the negotiations are not done.
The
the
negotiations, you
negotiations are
think
going
that
terrible.
hold on. So let me be clear. You think through negotiation power and 2 aircraft carriers, the Ayatollah is going to give up power in Iran and just turn it into a democratic state?
No, the negotiations are going terrible. That's why the firepower of the U.S. is sitting there off the coast of Iran and saying, look, you're either going to change your state from a terroristic state, call off all your Hezbollah and all your Houthis or whatever they are, call them off, put them and make a peaceful resolution and no more nuclear. Do not even think about nuclear. And
Don't even
then
think about it. If
he
you even think
rejects
about it,
that-
Trump's going to haunt you in your dreams.
No, he's going to put the military, the U.S. firepower on them, and not
Sir,
just these little
okay,
underground bases.
Let me
They're
give
going
you
to be
let me give you a little history
striking
lesson.
pillars of power.
Let
in
me give you a little
Iran.
let me give you a little history lesson, okay? I'm gonna help you out here, okay, bud? Who do you think had the stronger military, us or North Vietnam in the Vietnam War?
That is not even
It's a simple question, sir.
That
I'm trying
was
to
a
give you a history lesson,
proxy
sir.
proxy
Hello,
war
cool. That's not what a proxy
between
war
the
is, sir.
USSR.
Sir. Who do you think is a proxy of it was Iran's proxy? It's Russia. Yeah. So who do you think, sir?
This is the
Sir, I know that you want to flip this whole conversation, like you want to flip the table right now. It's a simple question. Who do you think had the bigger military? Was it us or North Vietnam?
that was
Okay,
That
it
was
was
a war,
it
a
was us.
proxy
It was just
war.
us. It's an easy. I gave you a
Oh.
softball right off the bat. It was us. We had the stronger military. Okay, who do you think had the stronger military? Okay, us or Afghanistan?
there is no military in Afghanistan. Us, of course.
Okay, us.
There's-
Perfect.
There
perfect.
was the Taliban.
Sounds great. So, the reason why I gave you those 2 countries as an example, okay, is those are 2 countries where we went in with a military force against an inferior military, all right, in order to take over a government in favor of the people, in favor of democracy. Okay, those are the exact same reasons that we went into Afghanistan and we went into Vietnam. You know what the funny thing about both of those things are? Even though we had the far greater military, we lost both of those. We left Vietnam with our tail tucked between our legs, and we left Afghanistan and handed it straight back over to the Taliban as soon as it was done. Okay, because there is a very, very big thing with like military doctrine, and there's one side that usually holds the advantage in almost any military conflict. Okay, and that, okay, is the people defending their own land, not the people that are attacking that land. Right. And we do throughout history have certain instances when that does happen, like in World War II, where you had, countries going off and moving throughout Europe. But that's not common, especially when you do it for a regime change. You can't create democracy. Okay. You can't create it through regime change. You can't create it through military power. All you can do is destroy. And when you destroy, you leave a vacuum. And when you leave that vacuum, okay, that vacuum is usually filled by whoever the biggest, baddest mofo in the area is, right? And that is usually not a democratic power. It's usually some type of terrorist organization or gang or group, right? That then takes over after that, right? I think the Ayatollah is horrible. I think they're really, really bad, really, really shitty people, and I wish they would go away. Okay, and if there's some way for us to actually, influence that part of the region in order to create that, I'm okay with that. But if you think, okay, for any stretch of means that putting 2 aircraft carriers in the Persian Gulf is going to create that, all right, it's not going to work. And the reason it's not going to work is because we have history lessons for forever, okay, to show that doesn't.
I'm going to give you a history lesson too.
Please do. I would love that.
Okay.
I love history.
Absolutely
It's one of my favorite.
am. And this is okay. This goes okay. That was Vietnam then. Now, fast forward, 1991, and it's called the Colin Powell Doctrine. And who had a stronger military, Iraq or the U.S.?
The U.S.
Right.
You see how easy that?
Who completely decimated
see how easy
the
that was
Iraqi army?
Yeah. See how easy that was for me to answer? We did. We definitely decimated the Iraqi
There
army.
you go. Why? Because of overwhelming force. No longer are they going to do something like they did in Vietnam.
You're awesome.
And they're going to do the Colin Powell Doctrine, which is overwhelming force. And they did that in Afghanistan also, by the way, and wiped out. They pretty much completely wiped out the Taliban, and they didn't get Osama bin Laden, but they did what they needed to do, and it wasn't like Vietnam, and neither was Iraq. And now with Iran, they have overwhelming firepower in the Persian Gulf that they won't even need to put boots on the ground, and their army will become so weak that they won't be able to defend against the millions of people that want the government out and to put in a new democratic government so that they can now become peaceful and start selling their oil on market value.
There we go.
Will not be poor anymore.
There we
people
go.
Will not. People are starving.
We finally got there, guys.
Iran.
We finally got there. Okay.
Yay! More
it took us
over oil.
It took us. It took us
gonna
much.
Say it's to free the people. and,
Yeah. Oh my
we're
God! It's like I've
here.
never heard this before. Oh my God! Back to the oil.
R.I.P. Dick Cheney.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's be
Well,
very
that
clear,
will
okay?
help the
That's not
people.
what happened in Iraq.
The
That's
people
not
will
what
not
happened.
be-
That's not what happened in Iraq. That's not what happened in Afghanistan.
No,
First of
in
all, you just
Iran,
said, sir, you just said that we are going to put in a democratic regime.
No,
Okay?
the people of Iran.
No, you said
will.
we are going to, and I don't
And
know if
they
you meant to
will
or
no
not, but you
longer-
did. Okay, but that's not
No,
what
they're
happened.
gonna-
The Taliban took over Afghanistan. That's who took over Afghanistan. We did
They
not.
did,
We did not.
because
We
we
did
let
not
them
decimate
go
them.
back
We
because
did. We did not
we're
let them
not
go back,
into
sir. We
nation building.
lost after 2 decades of fighting in that country. We lost. We pulled out and gave it right back to the people who were controlling it before. Okay, we didn't
Let me
let
ask you a
them do.
question.
No,
Why
don't
did
ask
they
me a
go
question
into
in the middle of my
Afghanistan?
sentence. Why did we go into Iraq? For fucking oil.
Why did we go into Afghanistan?
For the same reason.
There's no oil in Afghanistan.
It doesn't
No.
matter. And yes, there is.
No, was to
It's
get
the same reason.
Osama bin because
Osama
they
bin
were
Laden
harboring
wasn't in
a
Afghanistan. He wasn't
He
even there.
fled.
Then
He
why were we?
fled to
If he fled the
Pakistan.
country, then why were we there for 20 years, sir?
That was not uncalled for. I agree. They should never have been there for that long.
We were
There's
there
no
because we
reason
were
to be
trying
there
to
that
win
long.
a war, okay, that we could not win. Okay, that's why we were there. We were there for
For
a
what?
very long time.
Why
Yes,
would you
I
even
know
wanna win?
Afghanistan has oil. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Okay, of course
They don't
Afghanistan
have
has oil.
anything.
Of course they have oil, dude. Are you kidding me?
It's just
yes,
untapped, you dummy.
They have a natural gas pipeline.
yeah. Every
That's all
other
they
country
have.
around them all has oil, and God just cut out Afghanistan and didn't put any oil
They
there.
were like, not
Yeah,
here.
just freaking not in that spot. All right, but regardless, okay, they have all sorts of shit over there, including blah 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 yada yada yada. Okay?
Why are the
We
people
went
so
over there
poor
under
then?
false
Why
pretense.
is it such a poor country?
So there's tons of poor countries, okay? Like if you look at the United States and look at our poverty rate, we're a lot closer to a lot of third world countries as far as our poverty rate than we are to freaking like European countries, okay? Just because your country has money doesn't mean that you do it, but most of the time the reason that its country is so poor is because of corruption within the government. When you have corruption within the government, they take all the money and they leave their citizens with nothing. Again, I'm not saying the
You wanna-
Ayatollah is good. They're horrible people.
Do
Okay.
you want to know what Afghanistan's main source of
No, because I would
revenue
really like to get
It's
back to
selling
Iraq.
is?
or
Heroin.
I'd really like to get back to Iran, because
Yeah.
none of this has to do with much, sir. The only reason I brought up places like Iraq, the only reason I brought up Afghanistan, the only reason I brought up Vietnam is simply to make a point that if we were able to put the full force of American military power against those countries and failed to do exactly what you said, then there is zero chance that putting two aircraft carrier groups, to put two carrier groups in the Persian Gulf is going to do what the entire full force of our military hasn't been able to do before.
Well, what should be done then? Should you just let Iran get nuclear weapons and threaten all their neighbors with like the Saudis? And should we just let them blow up Israel? Should we just what should we do? Let them just
Yeah,
continue to
so you're
sponsor
saying before
terrorism?
Donald Trump,
Is that what we
they
should
had a
do?
nuclear weapon and they were blowing up Israel?
Well, they were sure trying.
They definitely were not.
Every
Actually,
president
literally,
said no, they should not have a nuclear weapon.
literally, Donald Trump's own director of national intelligence last year said that they were not trying to make a nuclear weapon.
Quite the contrary.
Donald
No.
Trump's
No.
hand-appointed director of national intelligence in the year 2025 said that they were not trying to make a nuclear weapon.
Do you know that's the reason why they bombed them with
Sir,
the B-2s?
sir,
is
sir.
because they were really close.
Hello,
And God forbid they get one.
hello. Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
Yeah.
All right, I'm only going to repeat myself one more time. Okay? Donald Trump's hand-appointed, director of national intelligence said in March of 2025 that Iran did not have, nor were they trying to make, a nuclear weapon. So what makes you think, what makes you think that you know that they were doing it when literally our own national intelligence director and corroborated by 50 other intelligence countries' intelligence reports say that they weren't?
The main reason is
No, you
because
will respond
Donald
directly
Trump
to my
does
question.
does not necessarily believe these people.
I don't care what the
He
fuck
doesn't
Donald
necessarily
Trump believes. Okay, sir? I don't care what Donald Trump believes. Donald Trump believes sounds from windmills cause hurricanes, okay? He believes we were bombing airports in the freaking Revolutionary War. He believes we can nuke hurricanes or that he can change the path with a Sharpie on a paper. Donald Trump believes some weird shit about sharks and batteries, which I still haven't actually figured out what the fuck he was talking about. Donald Trump believes a whole bunch of shit, okay? So what Donald Trump believes doesn't mean anything. I want to know why you think that you know more than the director of national intelligence that was hand-appointed by Trump, that is corroborated by the intelligence agencies of 50 other countries. All our allies, by the way.
And the IAEA.
and the IAEA.
Well, it's not just me that thinks that. It's also Trump
And
won
why do you think
the
that?
election by a landslide.
We know.
517
Grandpa,
electoral votes.
Gramps, we know. Trust
And
me. I know all
he
the
lost
numbers.
only
I know
one
all the
state.
numbers, Grandpa. We know that. Why do you believe that Iran has the nuclear weapons? Why do you personally believe it right now?
Because they've come out and
Who?
said that they have a program.
Who has come out?
The Ayatollah Khomeini said they have a program, but it's for peaceful use.
Correct. We've known
they
that because it's
claim
corroborated
it's
by the
not.
IAEA and their measurement levels on their nuclear facilities. We know that. Why do you believe that they have nuclear weapons like right now?
They don't.
They don't. Why
They
do you
don't,
believe
but
that they
they're
are
capable.
why do you believe that they're capable of making them?
Because they have a nuclear program. And all it takes, it doesn't take that much to switch from civilian use to military
It
use.
absolutely does take a lot. It takes a lot, and they have been above their 10% max usage level since 2018. And they could have reached that 90% needed of enrichment of uranium needed to actually have what is considered a nuclear weapon. They could have reached it within 3 years. We are now in 2026 and they never reached it. And it's beyond
Because
3
they
years.
were not allowed to.
No, correct. You're right. Correct. They were not allowed to.
Before 2018, they didn't care afterwards.
Exactly.
Donald Trump pulled the United States of America out of the JCPOA, which then they said, because it's no longer backed by the United States, we're not going to hold by that maximum level requirement. And that's when we saw them literally the next year jump from 6% to 10%. And if they had wanted to reach nuclear capacity of uranium enrichment, they could have done it within 3 years, which means they could have hit it by the year 2021. It is 2026. And even before they were bombed in 2025, that was 7 years and they didn't do it. So why do you believe that they are right there on the cusp of nuclear weapons?
Because once you have enough, you can easily transfer and get into bomb capability.
Why do you believe that, though? That's not answering me why you believe that.
It's not just me. It's a lot of people in this world.
There are a whole lot of people
that
believe the
do
earth is
not-
flat too. It doesn't make it flat. Why do
No.
you believe it? I'm not asking you for your opinion on everybody else's opinion. I'm asking you for your opinion. And every single time you get asked for your opinion, your response is a whole bunch of other people believe it too, sir. Like, didn't your mom ever say that when you were growing up? Like, if everybody walked off a cliff, would you follow them off also? Like, if everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if just because everybody else believes something doesn't mean that you need to believe it, right? How about we trust the people at the IAEA, right? The actual nuclear scientists who are saying that that's not true, instead of somebody that, I mean, I'm not a nuclear scientist. Are you a nuclear scientist, sir?
How about trust?
Are
but
you a nuclear
verify?
scientist, sir? Sir, I can't verify nuclear science because I'm not a nuclear scientist. Okay? I can't say I can't verify.
Look,
They're not going to let me into Iranian nuclear facilities to go verify with my own eyes. And even if they did, I wouldn't know what the fuck I was looking at because I'm not a nuclear scientist. So when you say trust but verify, sir, it needs to be something that you can verify, that you can actually verify with your own two eyes. And since I don't think
That's
either of
because
us are
they
being
cheat.
let in there, all right? I don't think are you being invited to these underground Iranian nuclear facilities like on weekends or something? Like, are you moonlighting as a nuclear physicist? What's going on here, dude?
No, these people cheat and they will move things around. That's why that program didn't work. and Trump pulled them out because there were too many loopholes.
The program was
That's
working.
why.
The program was working. They maintained at most a 6% enrichment of uranium since the JCPOA agreement was signed. We had the IAEA had local monitors installed at the nuclear facilities that Donald Trump bombed. That's part of the reason why he knew where to fucking bomb, right? Is because we had monitors installed at those nuclear facilities that were remote monitoring the levels of the enrichments. And they've been there since,
If
and now
that's
they've been
true,
fucking destroyed. But they had
why would
maintained.
why would Donald Trump pull the program, pull the rug out? Why, if that were true, there was something
Because
wrong
he has
with that
ODS.
program
No,
called
it's
loopholes.
just because he has ODS.
You know what an ODS is?
I have no idea what
It's
an
Obama
ODS
derangement
is.
syndrome. It's Obama derangement syndrome because every single thing that Obama that put us into, Donald Trump came in and tried to take us out of. The only thing that he hasn't pulled us out of is the Affordable Care Act, which is the one thing that he's been trying to pull us out of, but he's always 2 weeks away from a plan, right? But everything else, he's just pulled us out of every single time. The JCPOA was working, right? He was mad about some of the sanctions that were lifted underneath it, right? Because there were certain sanctions that were lifted in order to facilitate, right, the checks on their nuclear weapons, all right? And he didn't like that, all right? But because he put those sanctions back on and because we got the JCPOA, Iran became closer to having a nuclear weapon. That's unequivocally true. It's just unequivocal.
Well, let me ask you, why is the negotiations going so horribly bad right now?
Because
then?
Donald Trump is
Because
a bad
all
negotiator.
Iran has to do
Because
is,
Donald Trump is a bad
is
negotiator.
comply. And guess what? Their people will not be poor anymore.
Why do you
Their
think
people,
the
the
Ayatollah gives a
sanctions will be
fuck if their
lifted.
people are poor or not?
He doesn't.
Then why
That's
would
why
that? Then
they're
why would
rioting
that
in
be a
the streets.
negotiating point, sir? You're like, oh, all he has to do is give up all of his power, and then all of his people start eating again, sir. They're horrible people. They don't give a fuck if their people starve or not. They couldn't give a shit. There is one thing that regimes need, one, okay, and that's to stay in power. That is the entire point behind Putin's regime or Kim Jong-un's regime or any other dictator that's existed. They have one goal, and that is to keep power. Not to feed their people, not to be good people, not to not commit atrocities, not anything like that. The way they do that is to keep power. And if there's one thing, okay, that recent events has taught Iran, all right, which was the Venezuela thing, right? Yeah. If there's one thing that they've learned is that Donald Trump has no problem going in and taking out leaders if you're not a nuclear power. Okay?
That's right. That's why.
Yeah. And
That's
so
why do you
what
think North
and so
Korea has
Iran
nukes? That's
exactly. That means that Iran now has
But we don't
more
want Iran
reason.
to get
That means
nukes.
that Iran has more reason than they've ever had to get a nuclear weapon, right? Before they were fine. We were allowing them slowly back into into Western society, into Western trade. They were releasing sanctions. They weren't getting nuclear weapons. Now they have no reason to play ball because Donald Trump not only bombed their facilities after saying he was in negotiations, but also went and pulled out freaking Maduro because they weren't a nuclear weapon. So Donald Trump's actions
That's
are
right.
literally leading Iran, all right, closer to nuclear weaponry. Do you think that that's a good thing?
Well, then that's not going to happen.
Oh, it's just not going to happen. Just like it
will
was
not
never,
happen.
it was
not
never going to
be
happen with
allowed
North
in this
Korea
world.
either. It was never going to happen.
Well, actually, why do you believe it's not going to happen?
Because the entire world except Russia, China, maybe India, I don't think they care. The whole world does not want them to get nuclear weapons. Because guess what?
Bro.
Then Saudi
Every
Arabia
country
will
except
get
for
nuclear
3 of
weapons.
the 5
only
biggest
ones-
nuclear countries in the world.
Yeah, apparently, just not them. Like, I'm
Because
pretty.
isn't it Russia, us, China, India, Great Britain, or UK? Aren't those the 5 like largest nuclear powers?
I'm not sure about UK or India, but yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
know
sure
about the
those
first
are
three.
the
Iran
top
to get
5.
nuclear weapons.
I'm just saying, you just said
No, the
besides
UK
these 3 countries that happen to be 3 of the largest countries, 3 of the most military powerful countries,
There-
and 3 of the largest nuclear weapons countries on the planet.
Yeah, they're the only ones that
I
are
know I've
behind
asked you this
Iran.
before, Grandpa. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you it again because I am genuinely curious. Do you just believe everything that Donald Trump tells you?
He did win by a landslide, right? Didn't he?
1.7%.
He carried every state except one state.
Wait,
He won 49 states, and
Wait,
only one state
Donald
voted
Trump
against
won
him.
what? Sir,
He won
have you taken
518, and Harris won like 17 electoral votes. And he won 517.
this is
She won
not
like 10.
this is not 1976. This is not 1976, sir. Have you taken your dementia or Alzheimer's medication today? Because that, sir, was Ronald Reagan.
Ronald
And I
Reagan
may
was
have the year wrong.
1980.
Yeah, I know. That's
There
what I said.
was
I just
no
may have
70s.
the year wrong. So I was just throwing a year out there. But dude, yeah, 1984.
Ronald-
Thank you guys. Ronald Reagan is the only president in history to have won 49 states and lost a singular state. That is Ronald Reagan. Have you taken your dementia or
Donald Trump.
Alzheimer's? Oh my God.
DJT.
He won with 312 electoral votes. You don't get that with 49. You don't get that with 49 states, sir. 312.
All I know is most people
By the way,
All you know
in
is
the majority of this country just
France. Okay, I wasn't sure. I was
Love
like, I
Donald
wasn't
Trump.
sure. No, they don't. He won with 77.5 million votes. How many people are in the United States of America, Grandpa? I've been calling him
there's
that
over
this whole time.
300 now, 300 plus million.
There's 346 million people within the United States of America. That means that's only 23% of the America populace voted for Donald Trump, sir. 23% is not the majority.
You must be talking about the first round he had back in 16 then.
Go take a
Nope,
nap.
we're talking about this one, big dog. We're talking about this one. Yeah, 2024 election.
Well, all I know is just he's the most popular president that's ever.
All I know is at the end of the day, it's all just common sense.
He won by like what 1.7% of the vote or something like that.
No, he lost. He lost the majority vote. He did. He won
No, but
by
he
plurality.
beat Kamala Harris by like it was like 1.
Less than. It was just over 1.5. I think it was 1.54.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't even an actual candidate because
Oh my
she
fucking god.
bullied her way. The Democratic Party pushed Biden out. He was the one that won the primaries, not her.
Conversation anymore.
She had no right to even be in that
Sir,
election.
you just don't know how a primary works, okay?
He's this old and he
Well-
doesn't get it.
All I know is you look around and you say, "Are you better off today than you were?"
There was
before?"
actually I wonder if I could
What's
pull
that?
that. There was he told me to look around, so I was just looking around.
I know, but I
Um,
thought you were gonna say something.
No,
about
there was
looking
actually
around.
this thing, and I actually have to pull it up because he actually just said that. But it's funny. There was just 3 consecutive polls by 3 different polling companies who said that who polled the American people, and in all 3 of those polls in a row, they people said that their life was better under Biden than it is under Trump.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
And how many conversations have we had
That
so
makes
far,
no
sir?
sense.
How many times
Quite a
have
bit,
you and I
because
spoke?
I'm trying to prove you wrong. Because
How's that been working out
you
for
have
you?
Trump derangement syndrome.
You have ODS, and so does Donald Trump.
No, I actually liked Obama. I thought Obama was a great president. And he's the one that captured Osama bin Laden, by the way.
He did?
And that's what Afghanistan was
Man,
all about.
that was pretty cool. Where did he capture Osama bin Laden at, by the way?
In Pakistan.
Oh,
and
so
it
not
was
in
the
Afghanistan?
Navy SEALs.
Okay.
No, it was, yes, that's because he was there in Afghanistan, but they pushed him out. They had him cornered in Tora Bora Mountain, and he fled from there.
Yeah.
And
And then we just
they knew he
hung
had
out in
gone in.
Afghanistan for 15 more years.
That was wrong. I agree. That there was no reason to be there. There's nothing there but a bunch of drug dealers, opiate, heroin dealers. There's no oil. There is a gas pipeline, some kind of pipeline, natural gas. That's it. That's the whole country's
So
poor.
anyways,
The people are poor. That's
yeah,
it. You
there's
know, they're not-
literally a record low of Americans that are satisfied with their personal life in 2025. They literally were happier in friggin' under the Biden administration.
Well, how did he get elected then? Because everybody tried to make him into
Because he's
a
a
criminal,
great
a
liar.
felon. They
No,
tried so
he
hard.
is
They
a
even
fe-
tried
no,
to
they
assassinate
they
him.
didn't try. They didn't
twice.
try. They didn't try to make him a felon. He is a felon.
No, I think that was rigged.
Yes. I don't
I
care what
think
you
that
think. He
that
was a
was
felon. He literally
in a-
admitted to the evidence that convicted him.
No,
I'm not asking your opinion
it
on that,
was a
sir.
courtroom full of Democratic jurors.
A courtroom full
3 of them
And
voted for
judge.
Trump in 2020, my guy.
Yeah. They all had like Truth Social accounts and shit, dude.
Yeah. 3 of the jurors voted for Trump. At
Well,
minimum.
all I know is
Also,
they
I
tried
just
everything
you should
to
stop
not allow
saying
him
that
to be
phrase
president.
because it's truly not working out for you. I do just want to remind everybody that when it comes to a courtroom case, whether it is civil or whether it is criminal, the prosecution and the defense attorneys pick the jurors.
You named it. You said it.
Yeah, sir. Unless you're
They-
telling me
they
that Donald Trump's
handpicked it.
defense lawyer was
They
one of those
handpicked the
room full of
jurors that were
Democrats.
Democrats.
Sir, are you telling me that Donald
in-
Trump's lawyers picked a bunch of Democrats?
You're awesome.
That's pretty
No,
fucking
the
stupid on their
prosecutors
part.
Did.
Yeah. The defense and the prosecutors picked the jurors, not just one.
You're awesome.
The district that courtroom was in was completely against Donald Trump. The
The
whole
district that
part
that
of
courtroom was
New
in
York
was
City.
the place where he committed the crime. I
I
would
mean, look at the
advise you, sir.
mayor now of
Sir,
New
I would
York.
advise you, okay, if you're going to be, like a Republican politician and you're going to commit crimes, which
I am
a
not.
lot of people do,
I'm not
I would
affiliated.
advise, sir, I don't care. I would advise that you don't do it in a Democratic spot if you don't want Democrats to be the jurors in your criminal case. Maybe go to like Mississippi, someplace rural and commit your crimes or something. Maybe that'll be a little bit better for you in the long run. Okay? But see,
Well, I
in this
don't
country,
commit crimes.
you have a jury of your peers, so it goes off of where you commit the crime. Yeah. That's how that works.
I am non-affiliated, first of all, but no,
Sir,
I
you're
don't commit
affiliated with fucking
crimes.
something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if
No.
it's a whiskey bottle or a fucking bootlicking competition.
I
But
don't
you're
drink.
involved. You're affiliated with. So you got a badge from something, big dog.
No, I just want what's good for this nation.
No, you don't.
And that's all Donald Trump
No, you
wanted.
don't.
Do you think he really needs
No,
to
you
be
don't.
president?
You don't.
Do you honestly
yes.
think if you had
100%.
$7 billion in your bank,
Sir, you can't
would you
spend
need
you
to be
can't spend
president?
all that money if you're in prison, where he would have been if you guys didn't elect him in.
I don't think you could put a former president in prison.
You
They
can,
would have.
but you can't put a current
Oh.
president in prison. You can put a former one in,
Nor can
but you
you really
can't
put
be
it.
you can't be a current one, which is why he ran for office, because as a former president, he was indicted over 80 times. But as a current president, he's indicted 0 times. I've been in some shit in my life. I really have. I've been in some messed up, pretty fucked up shit in my entire life. None of them have been in so much shit where I'm like, man, I have to run for president in order to get out of this shit. Never once. That's some crazy shit, dude.
He would never have gone to prison
He would.
because you can't have the Secret Service in the cell with him, and that's what would have had to have happened.
Solitary
It's
confinement.
a federal law
Solitary
that you need
confinement.
Secret Service.
Solitary confinement.
And
That-
where would
that's
the
the
Secret
so-
Service be? They have
Right
to be right
outside.
there.
Yeah,
out
they
in
can
front
hang
of
out in the
himself.
hallway. I don't
They
give a
could
shit.
literally do two
Like, do you
people right
really
outside
think
of his
that's gonna
door,
happen?
cycling
Not
through
anymore
every 8
because you
hours.
voted for him, sir.
Look,
Not anymore. It
I'm
would
going to tell
have,
you something.
but you voted for
The
him
reason-
anyways, sir.
The
Okay?
reason Nixon did not go to prison is because he was the president and it would look terrible on the world stage.
Sir, Donald
So
Trump is the president
Ford,
and looks terrible on the
Gerald-
world stage. Do you think we give a shit
just
about
like
freaking
the
looking bad on
aircraft
the world stage?
carriers named Ford.
This
Ford
guy, this
pardoned
guy has
Nixon.
gone from Trump, it didn't even do the thing, to you can't throw Donald Trump in prison because it makes us all look bad. No, sir, it just makes you look bad.
What I'm saying
I
is he
didn't
didn't
vote
need
for
to
him.
run for president.
He's a piece of shit.
Also, Nixon didn't go to prison. He wasn't charged for his crimes because he was given a presidential pardon, meaning he couldn't be charged for them.
By Gerald Ford gave him
Yeah,
that.
no one's saying
And
it was a
Gerald
good
Ford's
thing.
the only president that was never elected. And the aircraft
That's not
carrier
true.
is
That's
actually
not
named
That's not
true at
fucking
all.
true at all.
That's not even close to true.
That's not true
What
at
the fuck are
all.
you
What
talking
the
about?
fuck?
Ford was the vice president, and he became president after
Uh-huh.
Nixon
Yeah,
resigned.
bro,
And-
who,
oh
who
my
became
God.
president after Kennedy was shot? Do you think we just left the office open?
No, the big guy took over.
How-
What's his
yeah,
name?
yeah.
The
And
tall
how
guy.
about after
Oh, that'd be
Abraham Lincoln?
LBJ. Yeah, was he
Yeah.
elected?
Yes, LBJ.
Was he
Yeah.
elected?
He was. No, LBJ was not elected. He was.
Oh,
How about-
shit.
And remind who took over after
He-
Abraham Lincoln was shot and killed?
I don't know. Some white dude.
I have no idea, but all I know is.
Oh, wasn't that the
Lyndon
vice
B.
president?
Johnson-
I'm so sorry. Wasn't that the
It
vice
was
president?
for sure the vice president. I don't remember who it was.
Oh,
Ah.
so, wow. All I know is that you don't seem to know a lot, and I'm sorry. I've been trying
All
to be
I'm
nice.
telling you is the only president
Oh,
that
yeah.
was never elected was Gerald Ford.
Oh, what about what
Again,
about,
that's not true.
And,
what about after Roosevelt died?
Yeah, exactly, sir. We've literally you've been given 3 different instances minimum of when somebody else took over the office of the president after the president of the United States. Either they died and stepped out, whatever. 3 other non-elected officials that took over the office of the president.
And let's also be very clear, and before we
Wow.
move on, because I'm about done with this conversation with you, because we're not going anywhere. Vice presidents are elected. Every single one of
They
them is
are
elected.
elected for vice president, but not for
Yeah,
president.
and so
But
when
they-
they become the president, as you know, the Constitution says, they were elected for that spot. That's literally the point. They are literally elected in case something happens to the president. That is their entire job, is to be elected in case something happens to the president. That's the entire point. Yep, that's the whole reason they're elected. But anyway, I'm gonna let you
By
get
the
back to
way,
the liquor
Nixon
cabinet,
was a
okay? It
good
doesn't sound
dude.
like. So you have a good one, okay?
Okay, and don't forget that Nixon
Bye.
was a
I forgot already. Anyways,
I just literally like, my goodness.
that was something.
I knew immediately who he was, and yes, I end up calling him Grandpa every time, and he's been okay with it. That's why I do it,
All
because
right, well,
he
that's
hasn't
fine.
told me anything. He hasn't been mean. He's been like, yeah, I'm a grandpa.
Are
and I'm
you
like,
sure he's coherent to know what you said?
I don't know.
Shades of Green, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Y'all, please make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. We do this 5 days a week, sometimes 6, like this week. We're going to do it 6 days a week. So make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, if you guys were here yesterday, like I said before, thank you so much for helping donate to our cause. And we were able to give a nice little check to a local domestic violence shelter. So I really, really appreciate you guys. Today, we are continuing on with the fundraising to help get us to know King's protests in New York City. New York City. Every time I say New York City, I think of the Pace commercials.
I have no idea.
New York City.
No.
Sorry, for the rest of you guys, there's people out there that know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you guys would like to help us support, help us get our way there, we really, really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for the support. We have super chats, we have super stickers, we have live gift goals, and we have pay links in the bio. Mine is at Polypolitics, and Ari's are whatever Ari's are. I always forget. They're up there. They look like
Mermaid
that.
RE0.
There you go.
It was above my head on this one, but for some reason they're gone. It's okay though.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I thought you did it on purpose, so I didn't
Nope.
mention anything.
I think I meant to take it away on the other ones, actually.
Oh.
Lady, I think you said I love stick. That was from Carry a Big Stick. Sure you do. FF, MAGA Republicans believe in alternative history or no history. That one's also true. Steven said CIA and FBI murdered Iranian socialist prime minister. I can't pronounce that. A democratic Iran. Then Shah was installed by the U.S. Then became the Ayatollah. USA bombs. Yes, I actually do remember that. That is a very important part of history. That yes, we actually did take out the democratic leader of Iran.
Yeah.
And put in somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But democracy, guys. Thank you so much, Stephen. Scott, thank you so much for the $5. Says Trump wants to destroy the U.S. democracy. He's doing a good job so far. Frosty said nuclear energy equals nuclear weapons. Since when? Since that guy said it. Shush, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. I really appreciate that. Also with the high five. Air Crypto with the happy poop. Scott says sounds like one of Trump's undereducated voters. Under's a good word. Xanto says Trump says landslide must be true. Trump says didn't vote her in when we voted for the people that voted it. Says libs are the devil, and then they try to get me and they say TDS. True social isn't truth. That's the damn truth.
Yeah, I literally have it so I have a spot in my server for the Truth Social post, and I have it Untruth Social post.
Yeah,
that's how I have it in there.
Untruth.
Untruth.
Sticker that says that. Truth social isn't true. Feisty says Grandpa makes me sad. That's okay. He makes his grandchildren sad also. Steven, thank you so much. Said look around you, climate catastrophe. Thanks to who? Yeah, lots of different people. Anyways,
Deregulation.
Yep. Beat, thank you so much. Shade of Green, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Really appreciate that. Grandpa double dose on the meds before calling. Maybe triple. Maybe triple.
I just want to remind everybody that Donald Trump equals fucking Ronald Reagan with his electoral.
Real Mind Dweller says, let me get on. Okay, call the phone number. We'll open it up in a second.
The number is on the screen.
Yeah, shush. Thank you so much. I like it when Polly's dad joke slips in. I do like to slip in. What dad joke did I even slip in?
I don't even know because normally, well, at
I
least
do so fluently now.
at least like just between you and I do a lot of dad jokes.
Yeah, she
They're usually my thing
Yeah.
because I don't understand them, but I can quip them out. Aren't I funny?
Yeah. More, thank you so much for the dollar. Said to be in your 60s. I can't read the whole thing, but it says to be in your 60s and not have grown as a person and to continue to be ignorant like that. Says some bad stuff, I'm sure. I can't read the rest of the message, but I appreciate you, Maura. And Tara, thank you so much for the $30 over Venmo. Says for your trip north, you guys are the best. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Tara. We're getting there. We're getting real close to covering those plane tickets. I think we might do it tonight if we work really hard. If we're real good debaters today, maybe we can do it. Maybe we can get to the plane tickets.
Yay,
today.
we're gonna get there.
We can do it, guys. All right, let's open up the phone lines. Keep this thing going. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I actually have like an actual headache after that guy. That's the crazy part.
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
31.
31. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I just wanted to point out Gerald Ford was never elected vice. What the was trying to say, he was Speaker of the House and the Vice President for Nixon had to resign. So you should get the facts straight. Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh.
Is the Speaker of the House elected?
Well, technically, yes, by members of Congress.
Well, he was elected into office by his constituents and then elected as the Speaker of the House by Congress.
Yep. So
still elected.
That's weird.
But thanks for hanging up before I could prove you wrong. Tell us how much of a fucking coward you are.
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? I hit the wrong button entirely. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. Are you real mind?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Okay, I guess not. I thought I would try just to see if it was the chatter.
Usually they'll say it really quickly.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, finally, I got through."
No.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So, like, what has Donald Trump achieved so far in his first year back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, I think one topic that hasn't really been discussed too much is his stance on the transgender policies.
It hasn't been discussed too much. Donald Trump.
I'm
literally
gonna
spent-
pray to the non-binary God for your illness to be cured.
Hail Satan.
I'll pray for you for your illness to be cured, sir.
Why aren't you praying for the retarded fags?
Okay, that's it.
That's unfortunate. I mean, for his parents.
No, it was the unknown
Yeah,
number.
that's unfortunate for his parents. Oh my goodness, these people aren't very bright, are they?
No, they typically never are. I mean, like, I don't really know what else to say to them. Like, oh, this hasn't been talked. Y'all try to talk about it.
Donald
all the
Trump spent
damn time.
more money talking about that than any other thing that he talked about during his campaign.
Quite literally.
Like literally.
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you?
18.
No, you're not.
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes. Hi.
Hi. How old are you?
I am 50.
50. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Why do you support a president that doesn't care that American citizens are being killed in the streets by DHS agents?
Well, okay, so I do care. It's Renee Good, Alex Preddy. Those
Keith Porter
deaths
Jr.
are horrible.
The black one.
Keith Porter Jr.
I'm sorry?
Keith Porter Jr.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those deaths are horrible and shouldn't have happened. I do think.
Right. So why would you still support a president that doesn't seem to care that they died until he learned, especially about Renee Nicole Good? He didn't care until he learned that her father-in-law was a Trump voter and just said, like, I hope he still supports me.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I like Trump. I support him. I don't support 100% of things he does or say. He's he's too rough and he doesn't think when he says the stuff, and I understand that. So if he said that, then yeah, I mean it's okay. He's probably he shouldn't have said that.
Sorry,
but
that's
the thing
contradictory
is-
right away because you said, yes, it's okay. And then you said he probably shouldn't have done that. Sir, I'm asking why you would still support somebody that hasn't cared that 3 United States citizens died within 25 days of each other by Department of Homeland Security officers.
Well, he does care. He
No,
is,
he doesn't. He didn't care about Renee Nicole Good
that's the- I mean,
until he doesn't
no,
even
he-
know. I just want to be clear with you. He's not said one singular word about Keith Porter Jr., who again was shot in the back by an off-duty ICE agent. Shot in the back
Uh-huh.
walking to his back door of his apartment.
Well,
it's fucked up, my guy.
Yeah, and it's okay, but I
It's
understand
not
that again.
okay. He hasn't mentioned anything about it. Like I said, like it's not something he talks about. He called Renee Nicole Good a domestic terrorist. He said that that Officer Ross, the gentleman who killed her, was likely struggling for his life in the hospital. He's not. Like he has internal
Yeah,
bleeding.
he-
Guys, I also have internal bleeding right here. It's from my fucking IV from Monday. God damn. I also had an IV right here from when they took my blood before my surgery. The week before, like I also had internal bleeding. It's called a fucking bruise.
You're awesome.
Okay. So
But you just
here's-
keep
here-
saying
can I-
everything is
can I-
okay about
Can
him
I give
dying.
my opinion? Can I give my opinion on what happened? I understand those deaths are horrible. They shouldn't have happened. But the thing is, you cannot blame ICE. You cannot blame Pam Bondi. Just 100%. They probably carry some of the guilt. Yes. But the thing is, we have to look at this from all sides, and it's just not Trump is bad. Trump did this because of Trump. Renee Good is dead. No, we have to look into really what happened, and and Renee Good was, I, she probably was a very good person. I don't know, maybe, but she was being stupid at that time. She shouldn't have run over
Sir,
the
this
the
isn't
ice
a
age.
conversation. Sir,
And
maybe I need to bring this back. This isn't a
I'm
conversation on whether you think Renee Nicole Good was doing something good or not doing something good. The conversation is about why you still support a president, okay, who's willing to call her a domestic terrorist, who's willing to call Alex Preddy a domestic terrorist, okay, who's literally freaking making excuses for ICE agents and CBP agents
because
killing people in
okay,
detention,
so
right?
your
Sir,
question is
maybe that's why you're having
is the
such a hard
president
time hearing
calling
my
him
question.
a
Sir,
domestic terrorist?
maybe
And if I
why
can
the
answer
reason
that question,
maybe if you
come on,
listen
man,
to the whole
you guys
question.
are interrupting too much.
No,
and,
sir, you're just
and
on
I
a
don't know,
fucking
you're
10
not
minute
letting me talk.
diatribe. You're on a 10-minute diatribe about a question that we
10
didn't
minute
fucking ask
diatribe.
you.
Oh wow. Yeah, like the the Alzheimer's medicine that the last caller had to take. You guys are being totally disrespectful.
Sir,
Come on,
she
man.
asked
Just,
you a question,
have a
and
respectful debate.
sir, I'm trying to have a respectful debate, but that would require you being fucking respectful and you responding to what we asked in order for it to be a
Oh,
debate,
okay.
right? So it can't be respectful if you're not respectful, and it can't be a debate if you're not responding to the question. Okay?
I am trying to respond
You were
to the
not
question.
responding to
Your
the question, which is why I was trying to.
Why do you
Nope,
support a
that is
president
not the question.
that called Renee Good a domestic terrorist? That's what
Nope,
you asked.
not the
Nope,
question.
that's not even what I said.
And I've been trying to correct you on the
That's
question,
what
and
you
now you're just
said.
fucking whining.
That's not what I said, sir.
Oh wow, I am whining now.
No, you've
Okay.
been whining the whole time. I'm just tired of listening to it now.
You know what? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. This was a mistake.
I agree.
I
Okay.
thought we could.
Bye. Jesus Christ, I can't get you off the phone
Yeah,
fast
that
enough.
was
Holy
weird.
shit, dude.
That was so like listen, like
Bye.
I can admit when I like phrase a question wrong. Normally I correct myself in the moment, but that wasn't the question that I asked, and he got hung up on.
The question was not, do you think Renee Nicole Good was right or wrong? None of that
Nope.
was the fucking question. But that's the question that he answered. He was just, and the question was, why are you okay with a president that is treating American citizens like this? And he went off going, I think she should have done something different. Nobody fucking cares. Go away. Hello, how are you?
What's going on, pussy boy? And your little bitch ass girl, man. What you over here crying about?
We're just gonna move on to the next caller because I have better things to do with my life. Hello, how are you? Hello.
Hello? Knock knock. Hey, real mind guy, this is now your opportunity to call. Like,
that was probably him.
yeah, this is your opportunity to
Guys,
call.
when you call in, you have to listen to the phone side, not the stream. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. How old are you?
58.
Awesome. You still support Trump?
Yep.
Awesome. Why is that?
Well, I was hearing you guys talk about Renee Good and Alex Preddy, and one of the things that probably
Keith
I'm
Porter
sure the
Jr.
list, like you and the rest. What's that?
Keith Porter Jr.
They only care about the white ones. We'll get back to that
It's
in a
so
sec. It's whatever.
I'll talk about Alex Preddy. So, yeah, he can have a gun. Sure, that's legal. He had a permit for it. Here's what he did, though. He put himself into massive danger. So first off, he bought the wrong kind of gun. So he bought a gun that's notorious for misfires. So then he was fighting with ICE.
No, it's not.
There's a bunch of yeah, it is. Look it up.
What
There's
gun
a
was
bunch
it?
There's a bunch. What's that?
What gun was it?
I can't remember off the top of my
I
head.
know
I watched
exactly
a
what it
video on
was, sir. I know exactly
Well,
what it
tell
was.
your-
But if
yeah,
you're
okay,
gonna
well,
tell
tell your listeners-
if you're going to tell me, okay,
Well,
that
you
it's
want me to remember every single fact of everything 24/7? Not freaking
No, sir, I don't
Jeopardy
need you to- I
contestant.
don't need you
I
to
could
remember-
go Google it in 2 seconds.
Sir, I
Go
don't-
tell your audience, and then they can go look it up.
Sir,
It misfires, man.
Sir.
Yeah, it misfires. And your audience can look it up and find out for themselves. Now, listen, that
No,
gun, here's what
I am
happened.
still talking,
The
and
ICE
I'm going
agent-
to get what I
no,
am going
he
to
was
get.
resisting
All right,
arrest.
3, 2, 1. Thank you. I am not saying that you need to remember every fact about every single thing, sir. I am saying if you're going to make a claim, okay, about a weapon and you don't know what weapon it is, okay, then you don't know anything about your claim. and you're just repeating what somebody else told you. Okay?
Th-
So I
How
don't
many?
need you to.
Let me ask you this: how many gun models are there in the USA?
Oh,
Probably
who
1,000.
knows?
So I
there's
got to
way
remember
more than
every
1,000.
single gun
No,
model.
you just need to remember one. The one you're
I
making
got
a
to
claim
remember
on.
one.
The one you're making a
Listen,
claim
there's
on,
a
yeah.
bunch of. I got a lot of things happening in my life that are more important than that. Listen, that gun misfires.
Okay, when
And
does
the
that
guy,
gun,
so
sir?
Alex
When
is
does that
fighting
gun, sir? It is the
What?
Sig.
Yeah.
It is the Sig P320. Okay, is the weapon, and prior to the 2017 upgrade of of that weapon, which that weapon was made after 2017, there was allegations of it misfiring when dropped. Okay, not
No,
when being held.
no,
I'm not
no.
asking your opinion. I'm informing you.
not true.
You had told me to
Not
inform.
true.
All right, sir. If you can't let me get my sentence out,
Yeah,
then
I
I'll just
told you
mute
to
you.
inform the.
All right, I'll just mute you. That's fine. Sir, you asked me to inform my audience. So now I am informing my audience since you didn't have any answers. Okay? If you had answers, then I wouldn't have to be informing my audience. You could have done it. Okay? But since you don't know any of the answers because you don't know what you're fucking talking about, I have to. Okay?
So here's what happened. He's fighting with ICE agents, so he's putting himself at risk in that regard. But just that alone is not
he's
enough to
just
get shot. But
ignoring
here's what
everything
goes
I
down.
said, by the way.
Entirely, but
So now they're fighting, and there's a bunch, and all the limbs are blowing whistles. It's
Yep, they're
chaotic.
going,
And then, he's struggling. Then one of the 7 or whatever officers takes the gun away.
9.
Removes that gun of his.
Uh-huh.
And then you can see them in the video. The guy's running off with it, and he yells, he's got a gun. He's got a gun. Then it freaking misfires.
Oh,
and
where,
then
and
you
then
can see two ICE agents step back. They unholster, step back, and unload on him.
Hi, Pookie
So if you carry a gun and it goes off when you're resisting arrest, that's what's going to.
God damn.
He doesn't know how to be quiet.
I would love for anybody to show me where the officer, the Border Patrol officer in the gray coat who picked the gun off of his holster, who took the gun out of Preddy's holster, when did his arm move backwards in the video with the recoil?
Yeah, that video that you're yelling about that the gun misfired on is so AI, it's fucking ridiculous. The slide doesn't even move on it. The slide doesn't move. There's no recoil. It is the biggest. Literally, it is so insane. I'm sure he's still screaming on the other end. Oh, he decided to be quiet for a second. When did anyone
So
think,
libs like to protect.
when, well, we would have thought, like in the past, right, that you would have had a leftist, all right, teaching someone on the right about firearms.
Or didn't even know that recoil was a thing, that the slide moves when you fire a weapon, apparently. I'm sorry, I'm just a little unknown, blue-haired lib white girl that doesn't know anything about guns. Gosh, guns are so scary. But I thought I was told once upon a time that there was this thing called recoil, and there was also this thing that when you pull the trigger, that the slide also moves.
Am I
And it
muted
goes
or am I
all the
unmuted?
way back,
I have
and
no
then it
clue.
goes back in place when the trigger is pulled, or even when just to have a misfire, the slide has to move or something. And if you're holding the gun too, if it misfires because of the combustion that occurs, you also have
That's not why it misfires.
recoil. So
It
can you tell
misfires from
me?
misalignment
can
of
you
the
tell
trigger
me? Can
and
you
then
tell
the
me?
and then the slide up top. And so when those two are when those two are misaligned at too much of a degree, it goes off without pulling the trigger.
And where's the
That gun's
recoil?
notorious for it.
Where's the recoil on the CBP officer's
You can clearly.
slide?
Well,
Where's
let me
the
let me talk. You can.
recoil? Where's the recoil? When is the
So
recoil
the officer.
occurring?
Oh
When
my
does
God.
the recoil occur? When does his arm move backwards after it's fired by itself? When does the arm move backwards?
Are you done? So the
Are you
two
going to
officers.
answer my
step-
question?
done?
The other two officers unholster, step back, and unload because they fear
They
for their lives.
unholstered
Because the gun
right
goes off.
after. They unholstered as soon as the guy said he has a gun.
Yeah,
They
don't-
didn't
if
unholster
you-
when they heard the gun
Do you understand
supposedly go off.
if you
The first,
resist arrest
sorry, dude,
with
you're
a
so
police
fucking
officer
dumb.
with
Yeah,
a
comply
weapon,
and die,
you
right,
have-
bitch? Comply and die, you little bitch, right?
10,000%.
Okay, you're a little bitch.
10,000.
Bend over and call me daddy.
This
Bend
is
over and call me daddy.
this is the don't tread on me crowd, by the
No.
way, guys. This is the don't tread
No,
on me
if
crowd
you
that
have a gun
that is
and
literally
you
saying
resist
either
arrest with a police
comply or
officer-
fucking die. They have the
No.
don't tread on me
If
crowd
you-
has been the comply or fucking die crowd.
You
sir.
can always
This
go to
is
court,
so
but you
sad.
can't if you're
Sir,
dead.
Sir, I'm going to tell you this again. You just said that was correct. Comply or die. And now I want you to bend over and call me daddy. So call me daddy.
Your husband,
Call
I
me
guarantee
daddy.
you two peg each. So you two peg each other? Is
Call
that what
me
you're getting
daddy.
at?
No, I'm your daddy.
Is
Call me daddy.
your gay little host over there using bird hands
How
too?
could
I saw him
I
using
peg
bird hands.
her? How is that even possible?
No, she's pegging you, dude.
No, you said you guys
She
peg each
apparently
other.
knows about
That's
it.
what you said. We peg each other.
Well,
sir, I don't know. You're the pro on pegging. I don't know anything. You definitely know
You're
more
the
about
one that
pegging.
brought it up.
You know a lot more
Is
about
that- is
pegging
this
than you do
your-
about firearms.
No,
that's
I
for
literally
sure.
just said bend over and call me daddy. That doesn't mean anything occurs after that. And I'm just telling you to call me
It was
daddy.
just- It was just wishful thinking. Again, sir, you
Like,
seem to be the
it's
pro.
not my fault your mind went dirty.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you seem to be the pro on pegging. Don't know much about firearms. Okay, and
So
that's
listen,
fine.
so
Okay,
there-
no,
so
I'm
there's
not
one-
listening
there's
to you.
one example.
No,
So
sir,
then
I'm not
the other
listening
girl,
to you,
Renee
sir.
Good, she's
No,
a-
sir. I'm sorry. This is why you keep getting muted. You think that when I say I start a sentence, you think that that is your cue to start yelling in the microphone, and that's not how this is going to work. Okay? So I would like to speak on my live if that's okay with you, if you wouldn't mind. It's crazy seeing the volume thing just pegged out too. It's just wild.
Yeah, he's,
take
like,
the phone out of your mic. Take
into
the
his
phone
microphone.
out of your mouth. Jesus
I think
Christ.
I just really I love my chat actually calling me daddy. That's funny. Guys,
Can we get some daddies in the chat for Ari? Can
Daddy
we get some
Ari,
daddies in the
rated
chat
Ari.
for Ari?
The only daddy
God,
of
he's
Trump
back.
is your daddy.
Oh, then
He
he
lives in
owes
your head for it.
Yeah, so he owes
That's who,
he
that's who he
Trump,
wish was pegging.
Donald Trump owes me 18 years in back child support then. I'm good with that.
Donald
He can pay me
Trump
back
is your
18
daddy.
years in back child support. Sure.
All right, can we get
Then-
back on
then tell him to pay
subject?
me 18 years in back child support, my
Can we
guy.
get back on subject? Goodness gracious. All right.
I still want to
All right,
know
so-
exactly when the officer in Gray's arm suffered the recoil of the misfire. Can you tell me
So-
when?
Listen, you got a weapon, you resist arrest, everybody's scared.
That's not what we're
Somebody
talking
else
Daddy
got it
Ari's
done.
here.
Sir,
Hey,
answer her question,
obviously
please.
two of them. It wasn't just one officer that
Sir,
stepped
can you
back
answer the
and unholstered and
question?
unloaded. It was two.
Can you
So
answer
two
her
of them
question?
were scared for their life.
Can you answer
Two.
her question?
What are the odds of that?
Sir, can you answer
So
her
basically,
question?
I'm back to my original point. Is
Sir, can you
you
answer
mess around
sir,
like that, you have increased your
can
chances
say
of
all
dying
this
by
stuff, but
police.
no one is going to listen to you, okay? Because Ari asked you a direct question, and we would just like the answer because we saw the video that you guys are claiming that the weapon misfired. We saw it, and anybody who's ever
You
owned
guys
a
act
weapon,
like this is the not.
we know that anybody who's ever owned a weapon or fired a weapon knows that that video was AI. So where are you getting this information from, sir? That's what we want to know, okay? And I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's Twitter, or I guess X now.
Then
Probably
you
Christy
will
Nolan.
actually see actual destruction and actual chaos, not just these one or two offs.
So can you I would still like to know when did the officer, the CBP officer in gray, who's the one that took Alex Preddy's gun out of his holster, when did his arm exactly suffer the recoil?
According to you two, it's AI. Because that's how you protect your neurons.
No, sir.
There was
The-
no even
the-
recoil in the AI
There's
video. That's
no
the best part.
recoil. That's one of the reasons we know it's AI, sir. Because that's why she's asking you the question. The video that you're speaking of, the slide doesn't move. There's no recoil on the weapon. Okay? There's none there.
lib-
That's how we know
The
it's
lib audience
AI.
can look
Because
it up
that's not how guns
and
work.
see that
Please
that gun is
do.
notorious for misfiring, and then they can decide for
The
themselves.
gun is not only not notorious for misfiring, it had some allegations of misfiring. Prior to the 2017 voluntary upgrade, SIG has said that
Oh
in
my
no
God.
way were those
This,
allegations correct.
There was
Okay.
a guy before this incident there was a guy in the military that had an incident because the thing went off, and then there was a guy that went and tested it.
Military
He
doesn't
tested it in
use
his
SIG.
house, and he's like, "Let's just see what
Military-
happens here." I don't know what's going to
military
happen. And the
doesn't
gun
use
went off.
SIG.
The gun went off.
The military
So
doesn't
go
use
Google that. Have
SIG,
your
sir.
audience go YouTube
Sir,
it.
I'm gonna
Go
mute
look
you
it
if you
up on
can't
YouTube.
listen. Sir, it sounds like maybe you can't hear me because you have your entire cell phone in your fucking mouth. Okay? But I'm here to have a conversation, and if you can't listen to the things that we're saying, then I will stop
Are
listening
you
to the
using
things that you
Birdman
are.
right now?
Okay? Sir, the military doesn't even use SIG. Okay? So I don't know what you're talking about with somebody. Oh, the military guy. Okay.
They can look
Not
that
a
up,
big
too.
deal. Okay? Yes, please do. Please do.
Yeah, I hope they do,
Okay,
because there was
they
an
will,
incident in the
and then
military
they'll
with this
see
same
that it
exact
doesn't
thing.
happen. Okay, sir. Second of all, you're now telling me that somebody is firing live rounds in their house and saying that a misfire happened.
No, he used a blank round.
Oh, okay. Do blank rounds act the same as real rounds, sir?
It was a test. It was a test to see if it could fire, and it did accidentally, and he was shocked.
Maybe the military does use SIG. I know. Did they start using? They might start using SIG.
It was
I
a
don't know
year
either.
ago. There was an incident. Go Google it.
Oh, you're talking
You
about that
guys know
incident at the
everything.
gate?
You guys seem to know everything.
talking
You
about
have
that incident?
every fact.
You
at the
talking about
tip
that
of your
incident at the
tongue
gate?
here.
You talking about that incident at the gate?
Your original
I know which incident you're
premise was,
talking
I
about.
need to know what model
I
it
know.
was, so you got to know
I know
every
exactly
single fact out there.
I know exactly what incident you're talking about, and that was found in an investigation not to be a misfire.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't.
got it all figured out.
Yeah, I do.
You ever stop to think that the
Do you
stuff
ever
going
stop
in
to
your
take
brain
the
is
boot
incorrect?
out of your mouth, or do you just keep licking it all day long?
I just want to remind
you
everybody
using-
that he reaffirmed he has a daddy kink about Donald Trump. So, no, it's literally he's bending over for Donald Trump, calling him daddy, and then is also shoving the boot in his mouth at the same time.
Trump is and what is it up with lives with like bootlickers? Like what's I
That
haven't
used to
figured
be
that one out yet.
the left. Sorry, that used to be the rights thing, calling the left bootlickers. Isn't that hilarious?
So why is the left
Oh,
now
how
using the
the
bootlicker
tables
term?
have turned.
It's funny how they called us that forever, and now they're just fucking have the entire boot in their entire fucking mouth.
Yeah, you're the one who said comply or die. Which, hello, when did you
Sir,
start?
they
When did the
shot Alex Preddy in cold blood. 10
It's not
shots.
like
Shut the fuck
MSNBC
up.
or
I'm
NBC.
talking.
What
Shut.
news-
All right, I'll shut you up. That's fine. They shot Alex Preddy in the back 10 fucking times. They shot an unarmed man and killed him in the streets for exercising his First Amendment right and his Second Amendment right. And instead of you being the people that were supposed to be the side of guns, the side of free speech, that's all I fucking heard from the right for so long. Oh, Joe Biden requested that they took off false information about COVID. That's a violation of our First Amendment right. But yet when friggin' Alex Preddy is standing by the side of the road videotaping, okay, that is enough for ICE officers to come and violate his First Amendment right. The
And
fact
he
that
had
he
moved out of
had
the way.
a weapon on him, holstered, that he
Second
did
Amendment.
not use, is a violation of his Second Amendment right. And instead of you guys being like, oh, wow, this is a violation of our rights, we should be against this, you guys just just stick your nose so far up Trump's ass because you cannot allow for any type of unbiased information to enter your fucking brain. No, I want him to respond to this. You will not allow any unbiased information into your brain. Anything that goes against Trump or whatever fucking shit you are force-fed, okay? You just believe without question, oh, the gun misfired. Oh, he was resisting. Oh, it's just everything that they tell you to fucking believe about it. You guys just cannot think for your fucking selves for half a fucking second. Okay? And it's just crazy to me how you guys have just completely changed your entire fucking way of being, your entire life, your entire thought processes over a dude who would not piss on you if you were on fire. He could not give a flying fuck if you live or die, and you are willing to give up your entire independence of your brain power over him. It's fucking pathetic.
Are you done? You done crashing out? Trump is definitely in your head. Trump is your daddy. You guys go insane over Trump, and you do realize you lost because you guys went insane with COVID. Hello? Am I muted? You hang up on me?
So.
I can't tell if I'm muted or not. All right, you still there? You using the bird hand? You done with the bird hands?
I wanted to ask him about Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I just wanted him to respond to one thing that we said the entire time.
Not even
By the way,
once.
the military definitely uses SIG. I was confusing SIG with another brand. So that was on me. I made a mistake. And when I make mistakes, I own up to them.
It's easy to do.
So that's my fault. I was confusing then. I was thinking Springfield for some reason. My brain went Springfield and I said SIG. Anyways, happens. Regardless, I just wanted him to actually respond to something that
anything?
I fucking said there. And I was not going to speak until he actually responded to something that I fucking said.
He still couldn't even tell me exactly when the officer in gray had a recoil from the gun misfiring. Not even once. Like, you saw the video, sir.
We saw the video. Please tell me you guys saw the video. It's the most insane video.
They basically just added a poof.
They literally just had him running with a gun, and literally the whole thing it was crazy. It didn't even look, it looked like it might as well have just put like a little picture on the end that just said bang. Like, that would have been more convincing that gun went off than what they actually showed us.
Bang.
Like, literally. That would have been more. I gotta stop hitting this table. The cameras keep anyways. Yeah, that would have been literally more convincing if it just went bang and just like the little thing came out and it just like dropped the flag.
I mean, if it did that, it would explain the no recoil.
Anyways, y'all, please make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys being here. Like we said before, we are fundraising to try to get to New York City. I'm gonna pull up that Pace commercial before we're out of here. I'm gonna pull it up so you know what I'm talking about.
Corey put it in the server
Did
for
he?
us. Yeah, he
Okay,
sent it to me.
yeah, we'll
so
pull it up,
I'll,
yeah.
yeah.
But if you guys like to help support and help us get to New York City for Neo King's protest, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We do have pay links in the bio. They're at Polypolitics, at Mermaid RE0. We also have super chats. Even your memberships are going to go towards it. We're going to count every dollar until we can get there. So we really appreciate you guys. So thank you guys so much for being here. A Real Mind Dweller said, please, I'm begging. I won't say anything offensive. And I am begging you. You just have to call the phone number. We don't pick and choose, dude. If you call in, we'll pretty much answer the phone. Okay? We don't mind. Unless you start with causal obligation, we are totally okay with letting you on the live, okay? Beat.
I had forgotten about that. Thanks.
He's talking to this guy, K Dim R Dumb One. He said, "Bro, if you have to make up stuff to try to silence people from talking, you're absolutely a hypocrite, and as we all know, against the Constitution." Yeah, 100%, Beat.
They're always against the Constitution.
Yeah, absolutely. Steven said, transphobic arguments always end up in the toilet because they're all garbage arguments. They don't actually have any good arguments of that because they're just speaking with that extra large amygdala, right? That they're not
so
speaking with their
afraid.
voice. Yeah, they're just speaking
so
with that
afraid of
extra
it.
large amygdala. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Real Minder says, please, this is my last purchase. I just want to talk. Sir, you don't have to purchase anything. You can just call the number, okay? We don't charge people to talk to us. A lot of y'all, we should charge to talk to us, but we don't, okay? You can just call, right? Unless you're still paying for minutes, it does not cost you anything.
I'm still waiting for people to pay me for the therapy that I offered them.
Dude, I need them to pay for my therapy that I have to go to because of them.
I mean, that's why they pay me for therapy, right? Because I will need therapy after listening to their bullshit on lives. Like,
oh my goodness. FT says Trump Kool-Aid is just strong. MAGA crash out. Yeah, they're snorting it at this point. Basis Pauline Arturi Maganite wine country salty stuff. 100%. 100%. Tobin says, that was a lie, Polly. You know very well this call says random shit and is not an expert on anything, but he's a full-on dumbass.
That's right, Tobin.
I'm sorry. I guess I lied about two things during that call. Thank you so much, Tobin. I appreciate that. And Tobin said, I hate the super chat autocorrect makes my fun of my talking shit about the caller so much harder. Ari pointed this out. I don't think there's a super chat autocorrect. I think that's just your phone.
yeah, I think I tried. It doesn't actually like. I remember because I've actually sent super chats,
there
including
is.
to Polly.
Yeah.
Like
I sent them to you.
I know Yes, that's why I said including you. But I have been nice to some of our other friends, and because I'm a fucking sucker sometimes. I love you guys so much. Yeah. Anyways, I don't think autocorrect works.
I don't know. Maybe it's true. I've said in the 1970s the term daddy was the name the streetwalkers call a pimp. Littles are the streetwalkers. Yes. P.S. R.E.O. daddy.
Thank you.
Sorry, daddy. Anyways, Toby says a college real issue is they never stop to think. That's the truth. He that thinketh so much said, fold over and say, I'm your father. This is what I could work with due to autocorrect.
Maybe there is autocorrect. God
is it
damn,
like
I don't know.
autocorrect like bad shit? Is
That must be
that's
what
probably
it is.
what it is.
It's
Maybe
not.
that's
It's
what
not an
Toby was talking about.
autocorrect. Then it's a filter.
It's
It
it's
doesn't like the
filtering
words.
freaking.
It is filtering
Fold
you. Then
over. Yeah, that
that's
makes
what
sense.
it is.
Yeah,
So
that
now
catches.
it's fold over and say, I'm your father. Luke, I am your father.
Carolyn said for Daddy Ari and Mama Polly. Oh, I'll take it. Yes, Queen.
not doing that.
Anyways, Sodia said definitely not for your New York funds. Corey, he talked Sean Corey, I'm sure. But thank you for supporting the New York fund, Sodium. And Amy said,
you.
Ice coming to New York next. Is that why you're going there? I sure fucking hope not. But
It wouldn't surprise me. You guys do remember who the mayor of New York City is right now? It would not
they're gonna
surprise
try
me.
to
if
deport
they were
Mom
the
Donnie.
next- Yeah, I mean, they've already wanted to look at ways to denaturalize. So
All right, I'm gonna go let my dog out. It calls on you.
yeah, and we'll take another call. And I want to thank Christine for the 25. Said New York, protest your asses off. Thank you, Christine. Did you have anybody?
Oh yeah, Kayla, thank you so much for the 5. Also said just got back from New York City today. Wish I could go again. Support all the way. Thank you so much, Kayla. I
Thank
appreciate it.
you. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
33.
33. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I guess so.
You guess so, so you're not sure.
Well, I could be swayed, I suppose. I mean, I'm a low IQ voter, a Democrat. You know, I don't do any research, and I believe everything the government tells me. So, I mean,
Okay, well then just bend over and call Trump Daddy. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey.
Hi, how old
Yeah,
are
I'm
you?
here. Oh, I think you cut out.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with some of the things that he's doing.
Okay. So, like, what specifically has he done in his first year back in office to earn your continued support?
I guess probably one of the main things that I kind of like that he's done recently was using the tariffs, I guess, as a tactic to try to, gain more manufacturing back here into the United States, because obviously,
Oh,
I mean, that's very important as far as like national defense and stuff.
okay.
And then overall, I think just for bringing manufacturing back here in America would just be overall better for everybody as far as
Sure.
getting more jobs and etc.
Mm-hmm.
So I
And
believe in that. I'd love
if
that
we
idea.
if we can pause for a second.
Sure.
So the United States of America has a 15%, well, actually, let's do India. 18% tariff on India. Who pays that 18% of the value of the goods that are being sent into the United States to the United States government?
Well, yeah. So if you know basic economics, essentially that gets paid off by the people here in America or whoever is receiving
By
that
the
product.
American importer.
By the Americans. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how
Okay.
that works. So the reasoning behind raising it is to influence more of us providing for ourselves instead of necessarily having to purchase everything from everybody else.
And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, their job reports data, how many manufacturing jobs have been produced or brought anew into the United States of America?
Well, I mean, that doesn't happen overnight, correct? I mean, we can't just
Oh, I mean,
overnight build
we now
manufacturing
have,
plants.
hold on, we now have a year's worth of time of Donald Trump being in office, data under his specific term. We should be seeing something. So, how many new manufacturing jobs have been filled within the United States of America, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistic data?
I personally don't. I'm not gonna lie and spew out a random number.
Ah,
But I mean, again,
we actually
so
haven't gained any
basically,
jobs. We've lost 98,000 manufacturing jobs in that industry alone.
okay, yeah. I mean, again, though, like I said, first off, this whole tariff situation is still ongoing. Um, so that, and mixed with the fact that, again, these manufacturing plants cannot be built overnight, that is theoretically impossible. So that does
It wouldn't be
require some sort of
theoretically
time for.
impossible, it would be literally
That was the
impossible.
wrong. Yeah, literally. I'm sorry, that was the wrong word.
Yeah,
So yeah, we cannot build manufacturing plants overnight.
correct.
So the fact that the tariff situation is still ongoing currently, even today, um, that is why obviously it would not happen within. You're saying it's been a year, but on a technicality, it has been a year of his presidency thus far. But I mean, a year of
Yeah,
these corporations committing themselves
I
to.
actually specifically said it was a year of him being in office of president. If we were
Yeah.
just going from when he made tariffs, when he put them on all of the world, that was April 1st, Liberation Day. It hasn't been quite a year yet.
Mhm. And
Remember how he said he was
I
going to
genuinely
take? Remember
blame
on
the
that day he said he was going to
corporations.
make 90 deals in 90 days. How many of those deals have actually been done?
I'm sorry, can you repeat something cut out
Yeah, on
for
that
a second?
Liberation Day in April 1st, where he said the point of him doing the tariffs was so he could, and that's also really kind of curious, right? Well, it's not really curious; it's just kind of dumb, right? Um, if you're saying the point of the tariffs was to bring manufacturing jobs back, and Donald Trump is saying the point of the tariffs are to make better deals with the countries to continue to get the manufacturing from those countries, which one is it? Because you can't have both.
Well, I think it is a combination, right? It is working with
No.
our corporations here in America, bringing, Ford and bringing all these other car manufacturing plants that are overseas and bringing that back here into the United States. I blame these corporations here in America. I think they're
No, no,
more
no,
of
no,
the bigger
sir.
issue in
Sir, I'm
not
not asking
wanting
what you
to bring
blame.
them.
No, you just can't have it
Yeah.
both ways. You don't get it both ways. It's not a mix of two things. Either we're trying to put tariffs on other countries so that they bring manufacturing back here, or we're trying to create deals with other countries so that we get their manufacturing for cheaper. You can't have both, right? And the only way you could have both is to put tariffs on specific industries and not blanket tariffs on the entire country. But the way Donald Trump is doing tariffs, you can't have it both ways. It's either one or the other. Which one is it?
Well, to make a point on what you had just said about, putting a blanket tariff, I would see that as a good way to. I mean, obviously you have to be a strong leader, right? So if I was put into that position, if I want to benefit America, and if I see, Europe is putting tariffs on us,
This is
of
crazy how he's
however.
not answering the question. Like, this is just so many words to
It's
not be
unsurprising.
answering the question.
It's
I'm sorry.
unsurprising if I'm being honest.
I will try to directly answer your question. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Restate your question one more time. I'm
Which
sorry.
one is it, sir? You cannot put blanket tariffs on every country on the planet to both A, bring manufacturing back, and B, okay, to make better deals with other countries to get their manufacturing from them. It's only one or the other. Either A, okay, Donald Trump is putting a tariff on China because he wants to bring the manufacturing that is in China back to the United States, or B, he's using it as a bargaining tool in order to create a better deal with China so that we get their manufacturing for cheaper, right? You can't have it both ways. So which one is it? Because Donald Trump said he was going to do 90 deals in 90 days. So therefore he is saying that he is
I
doing
would agree with
deals
your option A,
in
though.
order he is doing deals in order to get the things that are manufactured in China for cheaper. And you're saying it's to bring jobs back. It can't be both. Which one
Well,
is it?
I think your option A. I would say your option A then, which was to bring the manufacturing directly back here. I think that would be the overall goal. And
Okay,
I'm
then why
former
is he making
military.
deals with
I
other
was an
countries?
intelligence analyst. Why is he making deals with other countries?
Right, because if the whole point is for us to bring manufacturing back to the United States, we shouldn't be making any deals with anyone. If I'm saying that, like, hey, we're going to put a tariff on India in order to bring manufacturing back, and then I make a deal with India to keep buying their stuff from there, then the manufacturing...
We've rolled back the pressure.
Yeah, so therefore there's no manufacturing is going to come back because we've just made a deal with India to now keep getting all the same things we were getting from them long term at a cheaper rate.
Yep, it's just
Well,
it's
so
rolling back the pressure and being like, well, I guess you can take your sweet
it
sweet
definitely
time.
can be a combination of both in the sense of bringing that manufacturing back here into America. And like I had said earlier, obviously that does not occur overnight. You have to have these corporations working with the United States of America and agreeing and bringing that manufacturing here. So
You don't
in
get
that
it, do you?
meantime, I'm saying in that meantime, you can't just, you're not going to have your manufacturing overnight. So yes,
Sir,
it would
if
be ideal
sir,
for you to
if
have better deals
yeah,
in that meantime while you
uh-huh.
are creating that manufacturing at
Yeah.
home.
Okay.
Does
So
that
if
not
I
make
let's
sense?
just use India since I'm already on India. Okay. So if I say I want to bring the
Well, let's talk
manufacturing,
about the overall world and
let's
not
talk about the
just
overall
here. We
world.
can
That
look
makes
the
it a
whole
lot easier
yeah.
for me. Awesome. To be completely honest with you, that makes it even easier. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to talk about the whole world, okay, Donald Trump has continually put on tariffs and then rolled those tariffs back. He has put them on and then rolled them back and then put them on and then rolled them back. Okay. The only way that you're going to bring
To create
manufacturing
those
back
deals.
to
Yeah,
create
to
deals,
create the
correct.
deals.
And those
Yes.
deals, which none of them have been codified, he's lowered the tariffs without creating any of those deals, right? But he's lowered those deals. So therefore it makes
Well,
zero.
that's false. That's false because other countries have already
Which country?
created deals with us and lowered
Which country?
their tariffs on us.
Which country?
Vietnam.
Vietnam? What deal did Vietnam make with us?
They lowered their tariffs on the United
What
States
was
of
their
America.
tariff rate?
Yes, they did.
What
What
was
was
their
their
tariff?
And
tariff rate?
I know this. I know this.
What was
personally.
their tariff
The exact
rate?
number. I can Google it. I don't have the exact number on the top of my head.
I can tell
I
you,
can
it's
Google it right
according
now.
to the WTO, it was about 3%.
So, for what industry?
Across the board.
Yeah, it was an average of 3% across all of the tariffs that they might have
As an
had
average.
on the
Okay,
United
so I'm
States.
going to tell you with personal experience because I
I
actually have
don't
an
care about your
uncle that
anecdotal
directly has.
stories.
But it's not anecdotal. Well,
It
this
is
is
anecdotal. You
affecting
literally just
American
said
lives.
personal
We're talking
story.
about America
Anecdotes are
and American
personal
lives and
stories.
making.
It is an
Okay,
anecdote. Literally, an
fair enough.
anecdote is a personal
Fair enough.
story. When I say that I don't care about
But I
your
won't.
your
But I won't
anecdotal
use it.
stories,
I'm
that's
sorry.
what I'm saying. Anecdotes
Okay,
are
I'm sorry
personal
then. I won't
stories.
use anecdotes.
Yeah, because it's not provable.
No problem.
So anyway,
That's
according
fine.
to the WTO, the World Trade Organization, Vietnam had an average across all of the products that they might have been tariffing, which, by the way, is not that many, of 3%.
So if I did a simple Google search right now and looked up to see if any country whatsoever since Donald Trump has raised tariffs on them, if they have lowered their tariffs against the United States of
I don't
America,
know what a
is there
random
not
Google
one
search is
country?
going to show you, sir. A Google is
No,
not a source.
sir, obviously you use Google to obtain sources, correct?
Correct, but you didn't tell me which source
Yes.
you got it from. You said if I type it randomly into Google, what it could bring up is just Donald Trump saying he made trade deals, which that means fucking nothing to me.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I mean,
So I don't know
if we
what
look
your
at that, right now
Google
I'm
is going to
currently.
be. And when your Google search,
No, I
because
was
the
just
things
trying to
that you
say I'm
search might
going
be
to
different than
Google and
mine.
I'm going to
So
find.
I don't know what
That's
your
fair.
random fucking Google search is going to get in. I'll tell you what actually happened. Donald Trump said he made a trade deal with Japan, and then the Japanese prime minister came out and said, no, the fuck you didn't. All right. He said he's made deals with about 4 different countries, and every single fucking one of them has, all 4 of those have been like, nope, we actually didn't make those, or there was changes to this, or nothing's been codified, or there's nothing real. And the reason for that is, sir, is because there's no reason for them to sign them. All of these countries are making trade deals with each other around
So
us to avoid these tariffs. China just made a huge trade deal with Canada. The European Union just made a huge trade deal with South America. They're just all making trade deals with each other around us because nobody trusts the US, okay? Which is horrible for manufacturing, okay? But let's be clear, even if it was a singular country, Vietnam, for example, okay? Say he made one trade deal with Vietnam, okay? Then
mhm.
what point is there in any other country bringing manufacturing back to the United States? Why wouldn't they just move it to Vietnam?
We're not talking about other countries. We're talking about our own country and our own interests.
You said
Our
we're bringing
company.
manufacturing back to the United States. If
Yes.
I own a country that produces in China, okay,
You own a
why would I
country
not
or you
just
own a
move?
company? What are you trying to say?
Why would I not just move the manufacturing to Vietnam, where the labor is cheaper and the tariff is almost nothing?
And are you referring to an American company doing that?
Why does it matter
Or a
which
foreign?
whether it's an American company or a foreign company? Who cares? If I sell in the
Well,
U.S., I
because
sell in the U.S.
because we want American countries creating, or American companies, sorry, creating manufacturing here in America. Why? I don't care about
We do.
foreign
Why?
companies. I do not care about
Why?
foreign companies because
You
I care about
should.
American
You
companies and
should.
manufacturing.
You should.
Uh, Why? Have you ever heard the analogy, or simply when you get on a plane, right? If when those masks drop in front of your face, right? When depressurization
Yeah,
happens,
it's
what
dumb
is
the
the
first
first thing
time I
they
heard
tell you?
it,
They
and
tell
it's
you
dumber right now.
to put it on your own face and make sure you are good because you cannot help nobody else
Yeah.
if you are not good.
Yeah,
If our
I've
country
heard
is
that
in decline,
analogy 1,000 times. It
and does
does
that not make
not
sense
get
to you?
any more intelligent the more times I
So
hear
it
it.
doesn't make sense to you.
It was just stupid. We're the largest consumer nation on the planet, and we
So-
have a freaking hold on. Shh. We're the largest consumer nation on the planet, and we don't have enough workers or places to put manufacturers or natural
That is a
resources
complete-
that
That is a
exist.
complete
Sir,
lie. Do you know
sir,
how many young people in America are searching for jobs right
yeah,
now?
you know how
We
many
are
you know how many
struggling,
unemployed people
okay?
there are in America right now?
Do you have the exact number on you?
Yeah. Last
What is it?
numbers that dropped, I believe it was 7.6 million.
That's a lot of fucking people that
Yeah,
need
you know how
jobs.
many open jobs there are in America?
How many?
About 7.3 million.
7.3 million in what industries? Where are
In
you getting
all
these numbers
sorts
from?
of industries, in all sorts of jobs, across
Where are you
all
pulling
sorts
this
of
number from?
sectors, all across
Bureau
the
of
United
Labor
States.
Statistics.
Okay, so I can verify this right now. when I do my
Absolutely.
job. Okay. So I'm
So if
going
we
to
have
do that on
7
the
million
side,
plus
but
open
also,
jobs, sir, if we have 7 million plus open jobs and 7 million people ish, well, that number's rising consistently because people are becoming unemployed under Donald Trump. It used to be about 7 million and 7 million, but it's actually risen the amount of unemployed people because we've lost like 1 million jobs in 2025 due to Donald Trump. If we have all of these jobs and we have all of these people, then where are we going to put? Who is going to work in these factories?
first off,
Because
the
it sure
number
is
was
not going to be
incorrect.
immigrants.
The number on the Bureau of Labor Statistics labels that number at 6.5 million. So let's get the number correct. I don't know if you're just
6.5
pulling
million
these numbers
what?
from your memory. I'm reading it right now. The Bureau of Labor
6.5 million
Statistics.
what?
Jobs.
Jobs what? Open?
Oh, yeah. So this
Okay,
is what
cool.
I'm
And
reading
how
off
many
of
people are
this-
unemployed?
No, so I'm gonna look that up right now. Too.
Sure.
I just want to verify.
I haven't looked in a couple
because
months.
I don't know.
It could have changed. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I just don't know these numbers off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I'm not spewing random numbers. Oh. And
4
my bad,
days
I don't
ago,
mean to leave the air
7.4
unclear.
million.
7.4 million unemployed people?
Yep.
Cool. Who's going to work in all these factories, sir?
Who's gonna work at all these factories?
Yeah. All these factories are supposed to be coming back. Who is going to work in them?
I personally know many people that would.
Okay,
I
sir,
don't know
I'm
your
sorry. I don't know how many people you know, but I'm pretty sure if you take all the people that you know and put them all together and multiply it by about 10, that still doesn't man a factory. Okay? So who's going to work in these
obviously, and
factories?
we're talking about that, and again, I really didn't even want to make that statement just because I didn't want to bring anecdotal situations into the conversation. But there are plenty of young Americans that are struggling to find a job. How many people? And if anything, I think it proves to the fact that most people right now are looking for job positions right out of college. Correct? And we know that this is a huge issue in America today, where kids
Oh
are
my
getting
goodness. So now
college
manufacturers have to pay
degrees.
college students.
Yeah, I
Right,
wonder
those
what
way-
college student that got like, I don't know, let's just say a STEM degree is
Well-
truly looking to work either in farming or in a
Well, so
manufacturing plant
my
like
my
Ford.
point was going along the lines of in our near future. I don't know how realistic this is to you, but I think most Americans see it as a very good reality of the amount of job losses in intellectual jobs in America that we are going to lose due to AI. We are already seeing this today, where reception centers, anybody that's going to be on the phones or manning desks, are losing their jobs left and right today. So
Yeah,
we
they sure
know,
are,
we can
sir.
see this in our very
They sure
yeah.
are.
So I
But
mean,
you
I
know where
think
we're
this
not
is
getting those jobs from?
this is a clear sign that we are running
Sir,
into a
we're not,
shift
sir.
in our workforce for the
I have
future.
no doubt
More
of
people
that.
are going to be inclined to work jobs that
Manufacturing does not
require
fix that.
more people are going to be inclined to not be getting degrees and trying to get these highly intellectual jobs in the future because they will not exist. And in fact, they will be looking to use manufacturing.
Sir,
This
you
just
think
in.
that
This
you
just
think
in.
that
STEM
realistic?
jobs are going to disappear.
dude, you know, AI's not taking over fucking college degree jobs,
We're
dude.
not
It's
saying that
taking over
jobs are gonna
call
go down to
center
zero.
jobs, bro.
Yeah,
We're not
AI
saying
is
the jobs are
taking
gonna go down to
over.
zero.
AI is taking over manufacturing jobs,
Yeah.
my guy.
That's not
Like they're
listen
taking
to yourself.
over
That's
like
not what I
simple
said.
things.
I
Yeah, I
didn't say
know it's not
manufacturing
what
jobs.
you said because you're not understanding what AI is capable of. We have counties that across the country, and I mean across the country, and at the county level that have attempted to implement some kind of AI accounting program, but they've had to go back and hire people because the accounting program that AI, right, like artificial intelligence was doing, it failed an audit. Which means then they had to go back and redo all of their books, all of their accounting. All of their accounting. This has happened across the United States in multiple little counties that have attempted to lay people off and cut out the middleman and cut employment to save them some money. And it keeps getting rolled back because no, AI unfortunately is an open source kind of data where it takes inputs from what you've inputted in it, what we've typed into Google, what we've had a Google AI, Gemini, like summarize for us, and then it learns, it adopts and continues it forward, and then it's proven time and time again to actually be incorrect.
Regardless of all that, AI is taking jobs.
Well, I
It's not
mean,
that it's
AI is
not,
obviously
sir.
going to get
But regardless,
better.
manufacturing is not the way that we do that, and tariffs aren't the way. Like, I don't think you seem to understand, right? You're saying young college age kids, right?
Well, I think tariffs is more of just leverage. That's
Sure.
all I
Let's
really
talk
mean
about the
by it, and
leverage.
you're using
Let's
it.
talk about the
Yeah.
leverage. Cool. Young college age people, they need jobs. How much is it going to take for you to go work in a factory?
How much would it take for me?
Yeah. How much you want to make an hour?
I mean, personally, I mean, just due to like where I currently live, which I don't want to say,
Yes, I know. Everybody's a secret agent.
$20.
$20?
Wait, what?
You could go
$20
work
an
at a
hour?
factory for Ford and make $121,000.
Dude, you can move to California and make $20 an hour at McDonald's. You think people are working factory jobs for $20 an hour?
I mean, I currently renovate homes for $20 an hour.
Cool. Let's just
mean, yeah.
use $20 an hour, okay? Let's just use $20 an hour, which is a fucking joke because the majority of people are not going to go work factory jobs for $20 an hour. But let's just use $20 an hour. No, it's fine.
You're
Sir,
confusing with how much people need
Sir,
jobs
it's
nowadays,
fine. We'll
man.
use $20
I
an
think you're out of
hour
the loop.
because even at that ridiculously low number, it doesn't matter. Okay? Who does the majority of
that is fine for me
Sir,
because I live in
listen.
California.
Listen, sir, I promise if you listen, you might accidentally learn something.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
I'll hear you out.
Okay? Who is the number one manufacturer of goods in the entire world?
Are you asking me a question? You
Yeah.
want to listen.
Who is it?
Who's the number one manufacturer
Yeah.
for the world? I mean, I would assume China.
Good job. China. Okay. How much of a tariff do we have on China right now?
I mean, I don't know what he's recently changed it to. I'm assuming you're about to say.
30%.
Okay.
Do you know what the average income for somebody working in the manufacturing districts of China is for median household income to live as a medium household person in those regions?
Well, I mean, they don't have labor laws like we do.
They do, but what's the average median household income?
I mean, I am not going to try to compare communist China's labor laws.
You don't have to. I'm not trying to compare them. How much is the median household income? So I'm not asking you if they freaking do slave labor, which they do. I am asking you for median household income in the United States is about $67,000. Okay, to live in those districts, how much an hour do you have to make?
Median household income in America, 67.
Yeah.
Is that accurate? I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Sure, it doesn't matter what the number is,
That
sir.
does
Can you
matter,
please
though.
just follow me with this conversation?
Sure.
I promise,
Sure.
dude. If you just
I mean, if
try
you're
to,
making it fast, though, then I want to make
sir,
sure that.
what
it's
number do you
correct,
think it
that's all.
is? What number do you think it is?
I kind of think it's a little lower than
Sure, name a number. It does not matter. Say it's 50. Do you want to say it's 50? Do you want to say it's 45? What do you want to say it is?
I think it's like 40, 45.
Sure, call it 45. I call it 40. I don't care. It does nothing to do with this
Okay.
conversation. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. What I'm saying is, how much do you think it costs they make an hour to have a median household income in those manufacturing districts in China?
I don't know.
$4 an
I'm
hour.
not an expert on China.
$4 an hour. $4 an hour puts you at median household income in most manufacturing districts in China. So if they add 30% to the cost of a good,
But what is their standard of living?
the standard of living is the
much
median
worse
standard
than
of
America?
living for what they have in those districts in China.
Yeah, but what they have, not compared to the United States. So
Sir,
they could be
it
literally
doesn't
living in shacks.
fucking sir.
That could be
Sir,
their-
sir,
that
I'm
does matter,
sir,
though. We're
sir,
trying to
sir.
compare the
I sorry. You know
American
what?
way
This
of
is my
life
fault. This is my fault. I let you talk. This is my fault.
Okay.
Okay? You are trying to strawman the fuck out of this argument, and you're annoying the fuck out of me now. Okay? You're trying to strawman it. Oh, I don't think that's the exact number for median household income. I don't think that. What does their standard of living look like? None of this fucking matters for the point I'm trying to fucking make. Just shut the fuck up. Holy shit. They are making $4 an hour for median household income at a 30% tariff rate. Okay, their cost of their good still is significantly cheaper by leaving it in China than to bring it back to the United States to pay you $20 an hour. Do you not understand that?
Okay.
Do you not
and how long do
understand?
you think that you can sustain at a loss?
What loss?
What do you mean? For them, at some point, you're going to run a loss with no. when
No,
you have all this
96% of the
inventory and
tariff
no-
cost is
no
being
buyers.
paid by American citizens. The people in China are not taking a loss.
Oh, okay. And again, the whole argument again was what? The fact of the tariffs being used.
I
as
am
leverage,
asking you, if
correct?
I
That
own
was
a
the
company and I
foundation
am
of the argument?
paying people $40 an hour in China and I have to pay people in the United States $20 an hour, why do you think I would move over a 30% tariff?
Why would you move? So
Why
you
would I
argue the
move when
American
my
company-
cost of labor is literally 20% of what it would be here? Okay. Why would I move my company from China to the United States?
So your-
okay, and
your
pay
argument is
five
to
times
support
and
the
pay
argument
five
of these
times the
major
labor cost and
corporations
pay
that are
5
paying
times the labor cost
slave labor.
and pay
That's your
5
argument?
times the labor cost and pay 5 times the labor cost. Okay,
So your
for a
argument is that we
30%
should
reduction in
continue
cost
to
price.
allow these corporations
I didn't
to
ask
only
you about
pay slave
continuing,
labor
sir.
and not
Did
pay
I
them
ask you about continuing anything? I asked you
That's your
why would I
argument.
move?
You're saying why would they?
Why would I move my company, sir?
Exactly. That's
No,
so that's
don't
your
say
argument.
that.
Why would they? Why? Should
Why
they, right?
exactly? Why exactly?
Yeah.
Why would I move it?
That's- and
Because
this
I
is the whole
fucking
argument.
wouldn't.
We as America
Because
need
I
to
fucking
strongmen these
wouldn't.
companies. We
Sir,
as America
because
need
I
to strongmen
fucking
these
wouldn't. What
companies
I'm saying, sir,
to not allow them
sir,
to keep paying
then
for
Donald
slave
Trump
labor.
isn't
like,
doing it.
like
If you're
Nike
saying we need to,
factories paying
sir,
slave
if you're
labor for all these
saying,
clothes and,
sir,
like,
if you're
think
saying we
that's
need
correct?
to, sir, if you're saying we need to strongman the companies, Donald Trump's tariffs aren't doing that, so therefore no company is going to bring
So why is it
manufacturing
that
back.
Apple invested $800 billion? Why is it
Because
that
Apple
TSMC
bribed Donald Trump
invested
and
hundreds of
Donald
billions?
because they took it off. Yes, there
So
was
that's
one
not them
company.
moving. So that's
Sir,
not is
yes,
working?
it was.
And they still
Yes,
haven't invested any of that money.
Yes, there has been one company in 13 months of
So
Donald
you're
Trump's
telling me
tariffs.
right now, you're lying
Sir,
to my face and
there
saying
have
that
been
TSMC isn't actively building a warehouse in Arizona
TSMC
right now.
agreed to build those under the Chips and Sciences Act under Joe Biden in
And
2023.
it is currently under development.
It was under development in 2023. They were coming regardless of Donald Trump's tariffs.
And that's due to what? National security reasons.
That is
correct?
due
Which was my
to
main
Joe
argument.
Biden's targeted tariffs. We are
Which
not
was my
arguing
main
whether
argument.
we are
That
not-
was due to the
Well,
Chips
I'm
and
not saying-
Science Act. That's what he already said.
Yes. Okay. And again, my whole argument wasn't like.
Sir,
again,
you
I
have
don't
changed
trust
what your
Trump's
whole
debt.
argument is 6 fucking times.
I said from the beginning it was
No,
for the fact that he uses tariffs as leverage.
As a leverage to
jobs
bring
and to
manufacturing back, and I am showing you
manufacturing
how
for
it is
national
not being
security.
used
That was
as
my original
leverage,
argument.
sir. And I am showing
said
you
for
how
that.
it is not being used as leverage to bring manufacturing back, and you are sticking your own fucking head in the ground and pretending like it doesn't exist.
I think you're just losing the argument.
And I think that you have
realizing
not
that.
taken the most basic economics class that your local community college can give.
Okay, really? That's why. Sure. You know what? I'm not even going to entertain that.
Good. You should have entertained
What
an
degree-
economics
what degrees
class
do you have,
and
sir?
a
What
single
degrees do you have, sir?
your business class
Do you
or a
have any
singular
economics degree?
economics class or
Because
a singular any fucking class, sir. Because if you don't understand that no fucking company is going to bring manufacturing
have a
back
business
based
specialist
off these
technical
tariff
degree,
costs,
so what
then
do you have?
you do not understand business
what-
or fucking
What
economics.
business
Okay.
degree do you have? Because
I don't have a business degree, sir, but I do know
Okay,
enough
well,
about business
exactly.
to know more than
Okay,
you.
so you're
I
gonna
don't
tell
need,
me-
sir, my middle schooler understands business better than your comprehension of it right now. I don't need a fucking business degree
Your-
to understand
Your
business.
logic on everything is twisted. Though.
No,
Because
it's
for you
not
to
my logic
say
on
that
everything
it's
is
not-
twisted, sir, because not only is this said by literally every economist that is worth their fucking weight, okay? Because every economist is saying that, but we're seeing the proof in the
that's
fucking
just wrong
pudding.
because-
But we are
so-
showing the proof in the fucking pudding
I mean, that's
because
obviously a false
manufacturers are
statement
not
because
hiring.
there
Because
is
just like Ari
economists
said,
that
I
agree
am
with
just
Trump.
gonna
So how
mute
is that
you because I am
statement even
tired of
correct?
you fucking just saying bullshit over my fucking head. Because just like Ari said, manufacturing has lost 98,000 jobs since Trump started his tariffs. Okay? So literally, if your point was correct, we'd be seeing an increase in manufacturing. We'd be seeing companies coming back to the United States for manufacturing. We'd be seeing all of these things, except for they're doing the fucking opposite. Because business people in a unfettered capitalistic society, their entire job is to make fucking money. And
Make
they
a
are going
profit.
to do what fucking makes them money. And what makes them money is manufacturing, where manufacturing is fucking cheaper.
That's the whole point.
Duh.
Do you mind if I ask him a question? This is probably a
Please
good
do.
one.
Holy shit, I am so tired of talking to this idiot. Jesus fucking Christ.
We'll try this real quick. Hey, since Donald Trump became president in 2017, can you tell me where Trump ties are actively being made?
My fault. You said where Trump what?
Since Donald Trump was first elected president in 2017 to today, so we're doing a 9-year time span, okay?
Mhm.
Where are Trump ties actively manufactured today?
Where are Trump ties?
Where
what you
are
said?
they manufactured in the world today?
I would assume China.
They are in here. I'm gonna just like make sure everybody hears this part, right? Because what people miss is that, and what people really forgot is back in 2015 when Donald Trump came down his golden escalator, he had sat down and he had an interview with Katie Tur. At the time, she was with NBC or MSNBC. Sorry, I get those two confused, right? And she asked him a couple questions like, "What is your solution? You said you want to bring back manufacturing to the United States of America." And he's like, tariffs are the solution. They're going to bring manufacturing back to the United States of America. And Katie Tur, she's even smart even back then, right? She specifically asked him, if you are going to place tariffs on a, like, so your Trump ties are manufactured in China right now, if you place tariffs on China, will you or your kids, when they take over the business, will they move manufacturing back from China? And can you take a guess at what his response was?
What was his response?
No. And she asked him why. He said because regardless of tariffs being implemented, it would still be cheaper to make it in China. The exact
Yeah,
same
I mean,
thing
that is
that
correct.
Pauly
That
has
is
been
correct.
telling you and
Because
been
it's not the tariffs
explaining
that-
to you
it's not the
for
tariffs
the
that
last
directly
10
change
minutes.
The cost of, I agree
I don't know,
with
I'm
that,
estimating.
and I'm saying tariffs is not the only reason that lowers the
No,
manufacturing
there's
cost.
sorry, sir. If this was true, I'm just going to be very clear. If this was true, if tariffs were truly the reason or a driving factor, a major driving factor, because to be clear, in this 30
No,
minutes,
it's
your
not,
main
though.
points,
I've been
yeah,
saying that it's
your
not the
main
driving
points,
factor of
your
lowering the
main
cost.
points,
It's not. It
your
just uses
points,
leverage to bring the
your
manufacturing
okay.
here.
Your point when I asked you what he's achieved for you to continue to support Trump was specifically about the tariffs and it bringing back manufacturing to the United States. Donald Trump has had 9 fucking years to achieve that. And to be clear, we saw more manufacturing companies breaking ground within the United States of America under the Joe Biden administration than we saw under Donald Trump's first term, And then what we've even seen in his first year, no company, not a singular company in the year 2025 broke brand new ground to open a new manufacturing plant within the United States of America that was manufacturing something internationally. Not a single company. I've done the fucking research. You've done none. And at this point, like, I don't even want to.
No, I'm like way good.
All right. Like, that was
God,
that was a lot.
So annoying, dude. Holy shit. Tobin, thank you so much for the $5. Said you are correct, Ari. It is the super chat not wanting to work with my autocorrect predictive text. Messages have not been fixed. Show it. Well, it's
That's so hard to
summer.
read.
Go lay down, dude. Holy shit, homie. Thank you so much, Tobin. I appreciate that, and way to show that over there. Eski said, I work for a major U.S. manufacturer. Hundreds of Americans laid off. Factories moving from China to Vietnam and Taiwan. Oh, check that out. Fucking wild. Why not just move to someplace cheaper?
Apparently, Mike Pence moved his air conditioning company, manufacturing company, from Indiana to, would you guess,
India.
overseas.
Hope it's
Yeah.
Indiana to India. I think
That'd be pretty cool.
Scott said, if there's no trade, what would happen to stores like Walmart besides raise prices? That's exactly what they're already doing. So,
Yeah, they broke record profits again. What a
Yeah.
surprise.
and Dragon said, Ari has a teacher voice and it's comforting. Not going to lie. There you go. Teacher Ari.
Sometimes. Sometimes. There are plenty of other times where I'm just like, you know what? Fuck all.
All right, Joe. Well, I think we're going to call it a day. I'm going to go cook. I'm hungry. So,
Food got
yeah,
here.
food.
We're
But
gonna
anyways,
cook.
we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on. I don't know. I'll be on sometime. She'll be on sometime. Make sure you're following both
Yeah.
of the accounts.
We'll be here.
And I hope to see you guys soon. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. All right.
You
Love
guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys